Lake Pleasant. Lake Pleasant, good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of Georgetown Eagle football on the SHNSports.com broadcast network. Rob Hipp alongside the long-awaited Kelly DeVoll here in the house tonight. Kelly worked with GPD for many years, retired here recently, if you call it retirement, but now joining us as a color analyst here in the broadcast booth. A special hello and shout-out to Michael Francis. Thank you for all of your help here at SHN. Michael, now the play-by-play voice of the Gerald Cougars. He was filling in the seats until you got here, did a great job. Kelly, tonight, a big one as district play opens here in District 11-5A Division I as Georgetown will host the all-powerful and mighty Hutto Hippos. They're ready. They've came out of the water. They're ready to play, man.
Rob, I don't think there could be a better challenge for the Eagles to start off district play tonight. Hutto's rolling. Eagles coming off a disappointing loss last week. I think they want to make up for that and for their lack of showing on offense a little bit last week. But I think they're excited, ready to play, and I think we got a great game ahead of us tonight.
Well, you've been in this position before doing some work for the cable company, I believe, with some of their broadcasts. Yeah. So we're honored to have you. Talk a little bit quickly about – you know, you were a police officer here for many years and now up in the booth. Can you talk a little bit about you and just what it's been to be in the Georgetown community, Kelly?
So we moved here in 1998, and I served the community here for 20 years. We came from Jefferson County, where I served down there for almost 10 years. And love this community, love everything about it. The people are great. The schools are great. It was a great department to serve, and I'm glad to be retired now, but more repurposed, but well, I'm excited.
Hey, looking forward to the season this year. Kelly DeVoll, everybody, the man with the plan. He's going to do it. You know he can, and that's why we say Kelly's here. We're excited. Been an honor and a privilege to have you. We've been waiting a long time. You're up here now. Looking forward to the rest of the season. Kelly DeVoll, join me in welcoming him, and we are excited to have you, brother.
Excited to be here, Rob.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me.
We'll step aside, take a quick break as we switch the camera back to the field. Georgetown Eagle football on the SHNSports.com broadcast network will resume in just a few moments. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Georgetown High School. Again, Rob Hipp alongside Kelly DeVoll, Galen Welnicki, our statistician tonight, Joshua Harris here in the house, and David England out on the film deck. David, how is the weather out there tonight? I don't know if we've got the official weather report, but it's a nice, beautiful evening here for football.
It is a beautiful evening, Rob. A few clouds in the sky, but it is a beautiful night for football and a great district opener game between Georgetown and Hutto.
Well, as the Georgetown tonight will be, it's blackout night, by the way, here at Georgetown High School. And the Georgetown captains making their way to center field now at the 50 alongside the Hutto captains as well. Of course, Jackson Seosin, as we go from left to right, joined by him, number 21 for the Georgetown Eagles, X-Man Xavier Torres, Mason Meyer, and also out there, number 25, Jonathan Nightmare. And we are about to get started here in just under a minute. A beautiful night here from Georgetown, Texas, and many calling this one, Kelly, the game of the week here in 5A.
It's got to be, because this has been anticipated with as close as the game was last year. I know both these teams are looking forward to tonight, not only the district opener, but a bit of a rivalry starting to set up between these two, having not played all that much, but been in district together for the past few years, and it's always been a great battle between these two.
Well, you know, just a couple of years ago, Georgetown goes into the Hippos' house. Matt Leishman and I were on the call on that game. We about blew out everybody's ears as Georgetown won that game at the end just by a couple of points. And now here, last year, Hutto comes into the house of Georgetown and says, you know what, at Birkelbach, we're going to do what we did, what you guys did to us. They come in here to beat us last year, and we are set here tonight for a good one as Hutto wants to continue their revenge. Georgetown, though, hungry to beat this Hippo team who enters tonight's contest 4-0 after a blowout Madden-style type score versus Connolly last week. They put up 70 or over 70 on the Connolly Cougars.
Yeah, Hutto's got to be feeling really confident tonight, especially looking at some of the scores that Georgetown has had, having some difficulties putting points on the board. But I think the Georgetown defense is really going to be the key tonight.
Our title sponsor, as always, we want to make sure to mention our sponsors, Joshua Harris from the Oak Ridge Disciple House. We appreciate you, Joshua, and the fine work that you do. We'll talk about Oak Ridge. We're going to take a break. We normally talk through, but we will take a break tonight as the colors are being presented. Stay with us. Georgetown Eagle football continues on SHN Sports.
And now, our national anthem, sung by the members of the Georgetown High School Choir under the direction of Joey Lawrence and Stacy Brandenberger.
Well, a great presentation of our country's national anthem, the colors at the 25-yard line. Going over tonight, Georgetown at blackout night here will be in their black jerseys. The numbers for the Georgetown Eagles in eagle blue, trimmed in white. Going to be hard to see them, but we'll work through it tonight. Georgetown in black pants with blue stripes, also outlined in white. For the Hutto Hippos tonight, they will be in white jerseys. Their numbers in the Hutto orange, outlined in black. The shoulder pads have a touch of that burnt orange, little UT up here. For Joshua Harris, they did that for you, Josh, tonight. Black pants and orange stripes alongside the pants as well for Hutto. Set to kick things off here in just a few moments. Kelly, again, we talk about a beautiful night here. We have been blessed with a terrific night of football, but we got to talk. It was a little hot today, man. It got into the low 90s in some parts of town. I was sweating for the first time in a couple of weeks.
I just got back from Cape Cod, so I'm ready for some fall. But tonight we've been blessed. We've got a great atmosphere tonight. Temperature is good, a little bit muggy, but I think it's going to cool off as that sun gets down a little bit farther. So we've got a great night for Texas high school football.
Georgetown on a loss last week to Stephenville, trying to not go into a two-game losing streak. Current record at 3-1. Hutto a perfect 4-0. Again, this is the start of district football here in 11-5A Division I. It's a mouthful. We talked to Coach Dean on Wednesday night. Some things Georgetown's going to have to watch out for tonight. Of course, the star quarterback for the Hutto Hippos. You talk about Chase Griffin, the senior now. He is a veteran on this team. He has came in and done some great stuff, but we also maybe see Brock Bueno, who has done some work as well for Hutto. Then you cannot forget about Chooks Nubako. That young man can run the ball. He is also a senior. These are kids, Kelly, that have grown up together, and they are poised for another great season.
Yeah, so many of these kids played Pop Warner football together. They played travel baseball together. They know each other. We all know each other in the community. So been a lot of talk going on this week, but we're ready for football now, teeing it up.
Georgetown will set to kick this one off, and so we will see Chooks Wabaku on the field first for Hutto. We're about to get started here. The kick will go from right to left. Again, those numbers going to be hard to see here tonight. Georgetown kicks this one over to the right side. It is fielded just inside the 20 by Hutto. Darts through one defender and finally brought out near the left hash mark just inside of the 30. And that is where Hutto will start off here. 5 seconds off the clock, 11:55 to go first quarter. Just underway, Friday Night Lights here in Georgetown, Texas.
It's always exciting to get that first kickoff going.
Hutto will break out of the sideline and head to the field. Georgetown lines up in their 3-4 defense that we've seen quite a bit this season. And they have done some damage, but struggling last week versus a very tough Stephenville team. Hutto will have it first down and 10. They'll start this possession on their own 28-yard line. Shotgun quarterback. Running back to his right is Chooks, and two triplets actually down to the right. The handoff right up the gut on the left hash, and a healthy gain of about 4 on first down all the way up to the 33-yard line. It will be second down, and it looks like 6 from here, if I'm not mistaken. No, they'll call it 5. 2nd and 5 for Hutto.
Chooks probably playing with a little extra effort tonight. Got an offer from Texas Tech this week, so he's excited about that.
Snap back and shotgun on a 2nd and 5 from his own 33, and Chooks on his way. Left side over the numbers, finding daylight into Georgetown territory, and the running machine all the way down to the 25-yard line. That's one of the keys to this game, is they've got to find a way to stop Wabuku, and right now, so far, coming out of the gate early, plus 50 on that run.
Yeah, Hutto's going to run right at him, try to hit him in the mouth and see if they'll cave.
Handoff again up the middle on the left hash mark for Hutto is number 22, Makai Kimball, and Makai the junior wearing number 22. A run of about 8 or so. We'll see where they mark him down. He gets the ball inside the Georgetown red zone to the 17-yard line on the left hash mark.
Rob, it looks like he stopped. He just keeps those legs churning. They keep driving up the field.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the Georgetown inside the 22, up the middle, and a touchdown early it goes. It was Caleb Forrest on that play.
Not what the Georgetown defense was wanting to start with. They're going to have to tighten up, but it seems like always that first drive, teams coming into a visiting stadium have a good drive and set it up, but we'll see if Georgetown can shut down that run.
It was a pass right up the middle for an easy touchdown to start things off for the Hutto Hippos. We'll call that one, I guess it was around 17 yards, Galen.
Yeah.
And the extra point kick is up and good, and it is an early 7-0 lead with just over a minute off this clock. We'll keep things right here in the eteachingme.com first quarter. We'll talk about those sponsors here in just a few moments.
Hutto doing, I think, what Georgetown was expecting to do is just fundamentals. Getting that run stopped. That line's got to be ready for what's going to happen tonight. Chooks comes in as advertised, doesn't he?
Yeah, chuking up the yards already here in this one.
Yeah, Griffin's also one of their leading rushers too, and we haven't even seen him use his feet yet, so we'll see what what adjustments Georgetown can make.
Of course, this broadcast audio only. Will have the video up after midnight. You'll definitely want to go back and watch it. Thanks to Joshua Harris keeping up with the scoreboard for us tonight here at Georgetown High School. Hutto will kick this ball off from left to right, and kind of a unique stance here is they put the ball on the right hash. You don't see that a lot. You normally see him put it right on the center. And set to kick this one off for Hutto will be number 28, R.J. Price, the senior. 2 back to receive for Georgetown at the 10-yard line. Right toe to leather, end over end. The kick sails, and it will be fielded inside the 20 by the Eagles, and he drops it and luckily able to fall back on it just in front of that 20-yard line. Goodness, these numbers are going to wreak havoc tonight. It was number 22 for Georgetown, of course, R.J. Andale Moreno. Georgetown will start here, Kelly, on their own 22.
Yeah, maybe some nerves for the Eagles tonight, wanting to redeem themselves from last week, but we'll see if they can get it going on offense.
10:40 to go, first possession of the night for this Georgetown Eagle offense, who struggled last week, only 8 points versus Stephenville. Siosen shotgun on a 1st and 10 from his own 22. Low snap passes. Actually a handoff up the middle, spinning around, and a first down for the Eagles. They tell Chooks, we've got some running power as well. And that one right up the middle into the hands of the running back for the Eagles, of course, Xavier X-Man Torres, all the way up to the 37.
X saw that hole, and he hit it, cut back to his left. Nice run.
Call that run 15 yards up on the left hash. The ball resting in between the marks now. 1st down and 10 for Georgetown. They've got it on their own 37, going from right to left. Siosen shotgun, running back to his left. 2 receivers to the left, 1 up top. passing over in the flats into the hands of his man Noah Drum, and Parampum is going to pick up a few yards to the 41-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6 at the 41.
Noah may be a frequent target tonight. These guys the offensive line seems to be blocking well, so we'll keep that up, keep driving this ball. It's a good start.
7-0 your score, 9:46 to go first quarter. Thanks for joining us tonight on the SHNSports.com broadcast network. It's district opening night. It's also Kelly DeVoll night here at Georgetown High School, Kelly.
Yeah. I think we could celebrate something else.
2nd down and unofficially 2nd and 6 from their own 41. Seosin again over to Drum. Drum will have the first down on the left side. He'll be brought down in Hutto territory at the 46, and the Eagles for the 2nd time tonight on this drive move the chains.
Good solid march. The Hutto defenders seem to be playing off the receivers, and Georgetown seems to be taking advantage of that. Maybe trying to open up something deeper later.
X given some running room with that 15-yard carry early in this drive. Georgetown passing. Noah Drum getting the first down. The Eagles will rest it 1st down and 10 on the Hutto 46. Seosin shotgun, trips up to the right. One receiver. He is the Lone Ranger down to the left. Seosin has a back to his right. Stands on his 49. Pass over. Across the middle. Has his man. Has the catch. It's close to a first down. Right over the right hash into the hands of Noah Drum. And he is going to be close, maybe a couple of inches short of that first down marker, just outside of the 35. They'll mark him at the 36.
The Eagles are mixing it up nice. They're taking advantage of the whole field, hitting stuff across the middle, running well. So it's a good drive, good opening drive.
That ball resting to the right side of the hash mark. On the right side, it'll be 1st down and 10 from the Hutto 36. Hippos leading here at Georgetown at Birkelbach 7-0, 8:32 to go first quarter. Seosin shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, 1 up, has 2 backs behind him. He will pass over to the left and again has his target just in front of the 30 at the 31. That catch made again by Noah Drum. That's going to be his favorite target tonight.
Yeah, I think so. No Dylan Cahill on the field. That's a big loss if Dylan's not able to go tonight. So Noah better be ready to get targeted a lot. Seosin's going to be looking for him.
Noah pick up 5 on that. It'll be 2nd down and 5 from the Hutto 31 on the left hash mark. $7:51 to go first quarter. 7-0 the score. 2nd down and 5 from the Hutto 31. They jump off, but Georgetown flinched on that right side. Looked like the right offensive lineman. It is a false start against Georgetown. They cannot commit penalties. They've had a problem with this early in the season, and that is a deal breaker for these Eagles. As it was 2nd down and 5. Now it goes back to 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, you get that momentum going, and something like a 5-yard penalty just kills it. Now you're looking at 2nd and long instead of 2nd and 5.
7:37 to go first quarter. Hutto leads 7-0 here at Birkelbach Field. A packed house tonight at Georgetown. Our friends over at Fan Stand, 1370 AM here as well. We appreciate Snoop Daniel, Casey Johns, and all of our friends back over at 1370. 2nd down and 10 from the Hutto 36. Seosin hands up the middle. No, he's going to keep it, and he will dart his way forward for a gain of about 3 on the play. Boy, you don't see Seosin keep it much. I think there was maybe a little mishandle there, and he had to just do a little trickeration, if you will.
Well, he was looking at that end, and that end didn't dive in where Xavier was going, so Seosin took advantage of it, held on to the ball, and pretty decent game.
Huge 3rd down for Georgetown. 3rd down and 7 from the Hutto 33. Seosin shotgun, has a back behind him. Trips to the right, 1 receiver all the way down to the left is Isaiah Fillmore. As Seosin stands back, stands on about his own 38 in shotgun. Gets the snap. He will pass over across the middle. It's almost intercepted, broken up at the 25. You know, last week Seosin had 3 interceptions. He didn't want to get one here, and this drive may stall for the Eagles. We'll see if they go for it. They're in that no man's land right here.
Yeah, they look like they're lining up to go for it, checking the signals from the coach. That route was open early, but the defensive back from Hutto really closed that distance fast, almost picked it off.
Heading onto the field for the first time on offense tonight that I've seen is R.J. Moreno. Of course, he had that return moments ago. They'll break out of the huddle. Georgetown's going to go for it. The crowd cheering loudly here. Hutto making their way here to Georgetown as well. 4th down and 7 from the Hutto 33. As the Hippos showing blitz, now they do a little punt. And that will bounce over the P in the end zone, and Hutto will get the ball on their own 20. Tough there for Georgetown. They started out on their own 22, Kelly. They march all the way down, but the penalty, that hurt them.
Yeah, it's tough coming down, not putting points on the board, especially after Hutto scored so quickly. But Pooch Kick tried to drive them back and pin them deep, but they'll get the ball at the 20-yard line off the punt that goes through the end zone. So see if that Eagle defense can make some adjustments.
Hutto, one possession here so far tonight, and they are out there for their second. We'll send it over, David.
Rob, Seosin really likes those hard counts. You could see him a couple of times trying to draw them off sides. But the weather's going to hold up tonight, so we'll see how this goes.
We'll have to get that official weather report from you soon. 1st down and 10 from his own 20. And a gain of about 2 here. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Hippos to run up the middle.
Yeah, Mason Meyer came in and made a good stop. Keep that from really developing. He doesn't make that tackle, it's going to be a pretty good game.
6:05 to go. Hutto's second possession of the night, leading 7-0. 2nd down and 8 for the Hippos on the 23. Flags fly here, and it may have been a false start, and it is for the Hippos. So they will get their first penalty of the game, and that'll set them back 5. It'll be 2nd down and 15. I had to add that in my head. That's horrible, Kelly. 2nd and 15.
Yeah, 2nd 13 now, but Hutto has been playing from a short stick on the other side of the field on 2nd down, going 2nd 3, 2nd 4. So now they've got a little bit different chemistry. We'll see what happens.
I didn't even add it right in my head. So thank you, Kelly. 2nd down and 13.
I looked at the scoreboard.
My goodness, I need to go back to school, man. Ball on the 17 on a 2nd and 13. Pass up over. Georgetown broke it up just inside the 30. What a play by the Eagles. Incomplete.
What great anticipation of the pass. Coming over just to make the play right at the right time. Gage Leggett on that play.
To Leggett to quit, as he's been known here, the Leggett family. We started that with Caden. A special shout out to Terry Leggett from Mac Hayek, our travel sponsor this year, Mac Hayek in Georgetown. We appreciate them. And on a 3rd and 13, a timeout called by the Georgetown Eagles. That's their first one. They've got 2 remaining here in the first half. We're only at the 5:38 mark in the first quarter. Hutto leads 7-0. Kelly, I'll let you go over some of our wonderful sponsors here on SHN Sports. We'll start with our good friend Joshua Harris in the Oak Ridge Disciple House.
Oak Ridge Disciple House. For the entire season, the broadcast will be referred to as Georgetown Eagle Football, presented by Oak Ridge Disciple House. The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based Christian character-building ministry that helps men age 18 and older overcome substance abuse addiction through a well-planned and structured program. If you or someone you know is struggling to overcome addiction, the Oak Ridge Disciple House can help. Please visit them online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Thank you to Joshua Harris and the Oak Ridge Disciple House for your generous support of Eagle football and SHN Sports.
And for being up here in the booth and running our camera, but put down the Longhorn side, Joshua. This is Bears country, at least with me. Uh-oh, Kelly's siding as well.
This is a big 3rd down, Rob. This is huge.
3rd down and 13. The ball on the Georgetown 17. Stepping back, Griffin passing over, has his man on the right side, and he's drilled. Only a gain of a few, and Georgetown will force a punt here. Great job by the Eagle defense.
I know it's early to say that's a big 3rd down, but after that ease of that first drive, that's huge for this Eagle defense to get off the field, rest some, and give the ball back with pretty good field position for the Eagles.
Set back to receive for Georgetown around his own 40. And again, we're talking about these numbers tonight. Of course, that's Noah Drum back there. He'll be at the 43. Hutto set to punt this one away from around the 15. It's going to be a short, spiraling punt. It goes out of bounds around the 45 on the Georgetown side, and that is the official spot. So Georgetown defense coming up big for the Eagles on a 3rd down and 17. Able to hold Hutto on a short pass. They had to punt. 2nd possession for the Eagles coming up tonight. Of course, their first one moments ago started on their own 22-yard line. A false start penalty, the first one of the night for the Eagles. That set them back. They weren't able to convert and had to punt themselves.
Those little 5-yard penalties, man, they're killers, just killers, and change the whole dynamic of what the offense has to do.
Empty backfield this time for Seosin on a 1st down and 10, starting on his own 45. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Passes over to the left side into the hands of I believe that is Moreno, and it is. And RJ will pick up 3 yards up to the 48-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7 on Georgetown's side of the field.
Georgetown's having a lot of success with those quick hits, keeping the speed of the Hutto defense at bay with those.
4:30 to go first quarter. Second possession of the night for the Eagles. They trail 7-0 here on their home field at Birkelbach. Trips this time to the right. Again, 2nd and 7 from their own 48. Seosin shotgun, has a back behind him. Nobody this time to the left side. Seosin gets the snap and hands off. Has his man running to the left side, angling in between the numbers, and finally drug out of bounds, or pushed out of bounds at the 33. What a run by RJ. You got it. Take it away, Moreno.
Good, strong run. Offensive line blocked really well on that left side. Left guard got a great push out. Opened that hole up for RJ, and he took advantage of it.
RJ to the Hutto 32-yard line. 4:06, 7-0 your score. Hippos lead. Georgetown driving. A drive that started out after a short punt on their own 45. Now 1st down and 10 on the Hutto 32. Seosin shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Maybe an early start, no call. Seosin going to hand off to his man across the 30 on the numbers, and now pushed backwards. A little extracurricular activity, but they'll give him forward progress to the 28-yard line. Powerful run there, Kelly. I couldn't see the numbers.
Yeah, RJ Moreno ran that one too. Yep. Very patient. Waited for that hole to open because it looked like Hutto had it shut down pretty quick for no gain, but he was able to squeak 3 out of it.
3:40 clock ticking. He didn't go out of bounds. Hutto leads 7-0. 2nd down and 7 from the Hippo 29. I thought they gave him a little better forward progress. They move him back, though, to the 29-yard line. Left hash mark we are. Seosin shotgun, 1 back to his left, 1 behind him on the right. 2 receivers to the right. Handoff up the gut on the left hash mark. Only a gain of 1 on that play. It'll be 3rd down and long for Georgetown. The ball carrier for the Eagles on that one, number 8, and that'll be Javante Rodan. He was on our show last week. Great young man from Georgia, Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, Georgetown had a little bit of a pass look there, even though they had 2 backs in the backfield behind Seosin. I think Hutto was kind of expecting a pass, but their line did a good job of containing and staying where they were supposed to be.
The Hutto crowd making some noise now on a 3rd down and 6 from the Hutto 28. Seosin all alone in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right. Seosin going to keep it through defenders. Seosin has the 1st down to the 25 on the left hash mark. What a keeper by Jackson C. to the ocean.
Great run, and whenever they pulled the back out of the backfield, one of the linebackers had to go with him in coverage, and that opened up that middle, and Seosin was looking at that whenever it happened.
Red zone, we are at the Hutto 19. A great call by Coach Beatty and company as Georgetown in the red zone for the first time tonight at the 19-yard line. Left hash mark, Seosin shotgun, trips to the right, 1. Nobody to the left, 1 back behind him. The handoff is to that back, and he'll be stopped after a gain of about 2 on the play. The ball carrier there, Torres.
Nice run, good gain on 1st down. Only a couple of yards, but it keeps the backfield for Hutto's defense, keeps them honest, keeping that run up. And that run's been successful for Georgetown. I'm kind of surprised they've had this much success.
First quarter action, of course, brought to you by eteachingme.com, providing educational services for all children, parents, and educators to help in developing a successful foundation for learning. Visit eteachingme online at eteachingme.com. 2nd down and 8 from the Hutto 17. This time, Seosin will keep it again to the left. Using his power, Seosin spinning around like a top, and he'll have a good gain on 2nd down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and manageable for Seosin.
I was thinking he should have cut back to the right, but that's why I'm not a quarterback. He had good eyes to see that.
Well, some of these players, Kelly, they've got string wrapped around their bodies like the old school top, and someone down there on the sidelines pulls it every once in a while and gets them spinning.
Well, and Seosin's not known for his feet, but he's doing it great. He's having some success tonight running the football. I like the play calls.
Denyer and company lines up to the right, 3rd down and 4 from the Hutto 13. Seosin going to hand off, and this time the back is drilled for a loss. They didn't fool the Hippos that time. The ball carrier there was R.J. Moreno, and Georgetown may have to go for a field goal here as they were only able to get it up to around the 16-yard line.
Yeah, Hutto was not fooled that time on the last third down. Seoston was able to fool him with a run, and the coaches kept to the running game on that third down, but it didn't quite work out as successfully as the last time. So
the ball is going to rest on the 16. They'll attempt a field goal, 33-yard field goal attempt here for Georgetown. It's Matt Diaz on the left hash mark. Again, a 33-yard field goal attempt on 4th down and 7. Right toe to leather. This ball will go up. High kick. And from 33 yards, it is no good.
Oh, that's tough break.
Said it went wide left. And, you know, from our angle up here, it's always hard to see if those are good or not.
Yeah, when it left his foot, I thought it was good.
That's why I always just look at my rookie mistake 4 years ago is I'd say it's good, and it was nowhere near good when you go back and look at it.
That's why I didn't say a word. That's a tough break to come off such a great drive. Georgetown needed that drive, needed points. Hutto stiffened whenever they got into the red zone, but you got to put points on the board in that circumstance.
Well, that'll end the first quarter. Hutto leads 7-0. Thanks again to Kristen Miller, eteachingme.com, our first quarter sponsor all season. Again, they provide educational services for all children, parents, and educators to help in developing a successful foundation for learning. Visit eTeachingMe online at eteachingme.com. Second quarter action brought to you by my good friend Chris Courtney with Courtney Home Inspections. If you're buying or selling a home, you need an inspection, you need an inspector that you can trust. Call Chris Courtney, CourtneyHomeInspection.com. That's CourtneyHomeInspection.com from Courtney Home Inspections. First down and 10 from his own 20. Hutto hands off to Waboko, and he is on his way to the left side, breaking through defenders, using his speed. He might be a little man, but this young man knows how to run. He's done it time and time again throughout the years, and on that, it will be a 7-yard gain on first down, 2nd down and 3, just inside his own 30.
Strong, broke 2 tackles, deceptive strength. Got to make those tackles in that backfield. They had him stop at the line of scrimmage, but he was able to break free.
2nd down and 3, the ball now on the Hutto. Looks like they have him as a 27. Left side, over to the right, I beg your pardon. On the right hash mark, pass into the hands of Dejon Harrison, the junior, and Harrison will pick up enough for a first down. He has that ball all the way up to around the 33-yard line. They may have marked him on the 34, Kelly.
Yeah, I didn't see who was in on the tackle, but Hutto's taking a chapter out of Georgetown's playbook with those short, quick passes now.
11:34 to go, second quarter. Hutto leads 7-0 as Griffin steps back, has all day, throws over, has his man on the left side across the 40. Tries a stutter step across the 45, eventually brought out of bounds and drilled at the end of that play. A nice catch there by Caleb Forrest, and drilling him is Taco Williams. Bring in the hot sauce, baby!
Yeah, you can see the excitement and the rivalry between these two on that tackle and that run there.
First down and 10 from his own 45 as Griffin low snap, hands off to Chooks. Chooks up the middle, using his speed, spinning around, and he'll have the first down, an 11-yard gain on first down into Georgetown territory at the 44.
Boy, he is so fast off that handoff. He hits that hole, and there is zero time to close it for the Georgetown defense.
Hurry up offense here for the Hippos. First down and 10 from the Georgetown 44. 2 receivers to the right. Handoff on the right side to Harrison, and Harrison will be drilled for a loss of 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 11 from the Georgetown 45. Great job by the defense, and the Eagles coming alive in the backfield.
Yeah, it's time for them to stiffen up here and stop this Hutto offense.
A drive that started out on their own 20. 2nd down and 11. The ball again on their Georgetown 45. Griffin on the right hash mark. 2 receivers to either side. Will hand off to Chooks, and Chooks again chooking his way forward. You talk about Google back in the day, it became a verb. Chooks is going to be in the dictionary one day as an adjective that means you run very fast. He gets the ball up to the 36. And a hurry-up offense here, 3rd and 2 on that 36. Chooks will have it again, and he will be stopped maybe an inch short. We'll see here if they move the chains, and they do. They never measure, ever.
Colby Cummings on that tackle there. I thought it was close. I didn't think he quite got to the sticks, but the referee said he did, so first down, Hutto.
I've seen 0 measurements. I'm going to talk to Coach Dean about that in the coaches show next week. First down and 10 from the Georgetown 34, in between the hash marks as Griffin steps back, has all day again, up over the center, and just out of the reach of his man in the end zone at the O. The intended receiver there for Hutto, number 7, DJ Baptist, the senior.
Chooks ran a little wheel route out to the right side, and we may hear his number on the receiving end of one before too long because he was wide open.
9:49 to go first half. Hutto holding on to their 7-0 lead here in Georgetown. Second down and 10 from the Eagles 34. Griffin shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, has a back, Chooks to his left, and Griffin going to throw here, has a man all open at the 20, inside the 15 as he angles to the left hash, and he will be brought down around the Georgetown 14. First down for Hutto.
Griffin checked off his first receiver because they had good coverage on him, but that second receiver snuck over the middle, was wide open for a good gain.
First down and 10 in the red zone now on the Georgetown 14. Griffin going to hand off to his back up the middle is Herrick. And no, that was not Herrick. That was 22. It's hard to see those numbers. It's Kimball. And Kimball up the middle for 9. It'll be second down and 1. And again, and now this time the whistles will blow here. Georgetown. Is it a Georgetown timeout? It was their second of the first half. 9:07 to go here in the Courtney Home Inspection second quarter. Kelly.
I think that hurry-up offense that Hutto started running there because they weren't really in a hurry-up to start the game, but that hurry-up offense started throwing them off. I think the coaches made a good choice in calling a timeout.
Georgetown Eagle football also made possible in part by Georgetown Jewelry. Football on SHN Sports brought to you by Ricky Poe, owner of Georgetown Jewelry. Georgetown Jewelry specializes in custom jewelry, bridal watches, repairs, appraisals, and are buyers of gold, silver, coins, and more. Georgetown Jewelry since 2013. Drop by the Williamsburg Village Shopping Center in Georgetown or visit Ricky online and the good folks at Georgetown Jewelry at georgetownjewelry.com. Kelly, we got some score updates, my man.
We do. Cedar Park is leading Conley at the beginning of the second quarter, and Pflugerville is ahead of Rouse 7-0 as their second quarter starts. So we got some tight ball games as district play kicks off.
Hutto.
So I think the reason for that timeout, they had one extra guy on the field, and I was scrambling to get off the field and got an earful from coach.
Hutto here at the 9:07 mark, second quarter, leading 7-0, second down and 1 from the Georgetown 5. Griffin on the keeper. Griffin with a 5-yard touchdown run.
He waited, and made his move whenever he saw where the opening was, off that right side of his offensive line. They held their blocks long enough. Nothing the Eagles could do.
Drive that started on their own 20, 80 yards down the field, capped off by the 5-yard touchdown quarterback keeper by Chase Griffin. The extra point set here on the kick attempt. Right toe to leather. This one is up and through the uprights and good for the kicker R.J. Price. And it's 14-0. Georgetown yet to find the end zone, trailing 14-0 at the 9:01 mark here in the first half. Kelly, we'll keep it right here.
Rob, that's why it's so important for Georgetown to put points on the board on those drives, because Hutto is holding them out of the end zone is going to be difficult. Just what we've seen from Chooks and Griffin, that's a tough combo. So the defense has done well at times, but how much can you ask of them?
Back in action we are here, 9:01 second quarter, and the Courtney Home Inspection second quarter. Thank you to Chris Courtney. If you're buying or selling a home, get a home inspector. Do it right. Do it with the man who knows Georgetown, the man who knows inspections, Chris Courtney. Visit him online at CourtneyHomeInspection.com. I'm sitting down for the first time this season. Kickoff here, right toe to leather, selling, short kick, and Georgetown was going to wait for it to go out of bounds. It doesn't. On the left side, across the 20, near the 25, and Georgetown will have decent field position starting here. You know, the returnman there thought that ball was going to go out of bounds, as did I, he had to grab it at the last moment. Good thing he did.
Yeah, he was making a choice, but it's a good choice because that ball goes out of bounds. We get an extra 15 yards out of it, but caught in time, is able to return it for 7 or 8 good yards, so decent field position for the Eagles. We'll see if they keep relying on Seoson's legs. They've had some success with the running game, so see if they go back to it.
First down and 10 from his own 25. Jackson Seoson back behind him. He will miscommunicate on the handoff, and boy, I hope that ball didn't come out. It's going to be a loss of about 4 at the 22-yard line. Luckily, Georgetown didn't cough that one up. A little miscommunication there.
Yeah, I think Jackson held on to the ball a little too long before he made the decision to hand it off, but fortunately worked out okay. Lost, but we didn't turn the ball over.
Wanted to shout out real quick our good friend, Mr. Caden Leggett, the Texas Tech Red Raider, left his mark here in Georgetown. We appreciate you, Caden, listening to us. We appreciate you, Caden. Good to hear from you, young man. Second down and 13 from their own 22 is Seoson in shotgun. And flags fly, and the second penalty of the night and a false start for Georgetown. That'll be their second false start. Puts them back 5 yards. Can't do it. Can't do it, Kelly.
Those penalties just wipe out. You have a loss on the first carry of the drive, and then a 5-yard penalty is just a killer. Now you're doubling what you got to do just to get to the sticks.
Second down and 18 now for Georgetown on what was second and 13. 8:09 to go second quarter. Hutto leading 14-0. Georgetown finds themselves now all the way backed up in between the hash marks on their own 16. Seoson will break out of the snap. 2 receivers to either side, has a back to his right. Seoson standing near the 10, empty backfield now. Seoson going to have to dodge through traffic, throws this one over, and he grounds it in front of him. Luckily, I mean, that was close to being intentional grounding. They don't call it. Incomplete.
Yeah, the defensive end that rushed in from the left side was really screaming about wanting that intentional grounding. Hutto's got so much speed on defense. They got speed all the way across the team.
Well, it's third down and Manor now for Georgetown. If you look out that way, I guess that would be Manor towards that area.
Ish.
Manor-ish. Second down and 18, or third down and 18 for the Eagles. They've got the ball backed up on their own 17. Seoson shotgun, 2 receivers to either side. Snap back to Seoson. Cuts through a hole. Seoson runs into his lineman. Still on his feet. Seoson trying to get rid of this one. Chased down, and Seoson will finally be brought down just in front of the 10-yard line. A lot of running there by Seoson. Great smothering defense by Hutto.
Yeah, he didn't even have a chance to throw that one away because everywhere he went there was a white jersey waiting for him. I think he was trying to get out to the left to try to throw it out past the line of scrimmage. He didn't have time then.
You'll be able to see it later tonight on the video on your replay, but you can see Jackson running all over the field, had nowhere to go. It'll be fourth down for the Eagles, and Georgetown will have to punt this one from their own end zone. One set back to receive at the 45, Kelly. Punt is up and on its way by Clough, and this one a decent punt, though, considering where he was at. We'll call it about 43 yards or so, maybe farther than that. It goes down outside the 45, so about a 45-yard punt if you look from where he actually punted the ball from.
Yeah,
give him a few extra.
Standing on the goal line. I thought Hutto may come after that punt, but tried to set up a return, but the punt was away from the ball carrier, so he didn't have a chance to field it. Good to hear from Gage's older brother.
Absolutely. Always good to hear from him, and always a special thank you to Terry Leggett with Mack Hike, Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, but specifically their fleet services, providing us with transportation this year for some of our faraway games, including Southwestern. First down and 10 from the Georgetown 45 on their 4th possession of the night for Hutto. And a handoff here to the right side, still on his feet, lowers his head, and a first down. Is that a pass, Kelly?
Yeah, swing pass out to Chooks. I said earlier we may call his number on a reception, and there it was.
Well, Houdini up here, Kelly Houdini DeVoll, making it happen. Wabuko doing his work tonight, not only on the running game but in the passing. He'll be the back in the backfield here on a first down and 10 at the Georgetown 32. 6:47 to go. Hutto leads 14-0 in this first half of play. Griffin will step back. He'll hand off to Wabuko. He has room, uses his speed again, and up near the 20, he'll have a first down. threatening the Georgetown red zone up to the 21. This is a completely different, dynamic Hutto team this year. You talk about these veterans, Griffin, you talk about Waibuko. These guys have been together a long time, and they're showing it here tonight.
Yeah, for his career, he's averaging 6.2 yards a carry, so every time he touches the ball, he's well towards a first down.
First down and 10 from the Georgetown 21. The handoff this time to their other powerful back. And that one was number 22, Kimball, the running back, the junior. They've just got a pipeline of running backs here at Hutto. First down all the way to the Georgetown inside the 10. Pass over in the flats to the right side. Has his man. Finally swarmed out of bounds after a gain of a few on that play.
Yeah, there's a flag down. Georgetown had too many men on the field.
And a penalty here. Georgetown's third penalty, first one on the defense tonight, and that'll move Hutto even closer as they've already got that 14-0 lead, 6:07 to go.
Well, Georgetown's trying to substitute guys in, and Hutto's picked up the tempo. They saw Georgetown subbing and picked up the tempo and caught him. Defender late getting off the field.
We'll talk to David England on the next possession change here. 6:07, first down and goal from the Georgetown 9 after that penalty, and they'll move it even farther now to the 5.
Hutto's staying away from Leggett. They know where he's at on the field.
Taco Williams will line up as the back on the defense on the left side. First down and goal. They actually put the ball on the 4-yard line. Griffin shotgun. 2 receivers left side, 1 receiver, 2 up top actually to the right. Handoff here up the middle. 4-yard touchdown run. Good for a touchdown. 4 yards for Kimball. And the running game continues to power the way here for this powerful Hutto team. Georgetown finding themselves in a hole now, 20-0 at the 5:46 mark in the first half.
This offensive set that Hutto keeps running just spreads that defense out and leaves that middle wide open for that run, and their offensive line's blocking very well, meeting their assignments.
R.J. Price for the extra point attempt, up and good, and Hutto has got Tim Duncan on the board, 21-0 at the 5:46 mark here in the first half of play. David, your thoughts so far? We knew Hutto was a tough team. We've seen it tonight early.
Yeah, Rob, we've seen these kids 2 years ago. They were all sophomores playing together, and they were pretty darn good back then. We barely beat them at their place. And then in an overtime, and then last year they came in here, a tough game, and now we're seeing them as seniors, and they're playing lights out. And it's a really good ball club, like we thought they would be. But Georgetown, I think they'll make the necessary adjustments, and they'll keep fighting.
The Eagles may suffering a little bit from that Stephenville knockout last week. We talked to Coach Dean in the show, and he said, I don't care if you're 4A, 3A, 2A. It's about the number of kids on the football team. Stephenville, a powerful team. They won 48-8 last week up on the road in Stephenville, Texas. 5:46 to go here in the Courtney Home Inspection second quarter. Hutto leading 21-0 on the Kelly DeVoll debut night here on SHN Sports. We're hoping to get you a present tonight, Kelly.
A present?
Yeah, a Georgetown victory present.
Got some work to do.
Kickoff here as Hutto leads 21-0. They'll kick to Georgetown, fielded in the end zone, and Georgetown will wisely fair catch it. The ball will go up to the 25-yard line. And Georgetown coming up here on their 4th possession of the night, starting from their own 25-yard line. .546 to go here in the first half of play. Hutto not leading 40-0. I think somebody hit the wrong button on the scoreboard, Kelly. Been a tough one so far. We'll see what Georgetown has here on their 4th possession tonight.
Yeah, Rob, you go down 2 scores, it's not time to panic and start getting away from your game plan of trying to run the ball. But down 3 scores before halftime, Eagles may have to start trying to air this out a little bit.
Seosin 1st and 10 on a hard count from his own 25 over to the right. And has his man but falls down. First catch of the night here for Georgetown's Dylan Cahill. Was that
no,
Dylan?
It's number 80.
Oh, it was 80. I thought it was Dylan. Those numbers blur together. Who was that, David? Did you see who that was? I thought it was Dylan.
I believe it was Cade Lachlan.
Cade Lachlan.
Yeah, number 80.
This may be his night to step up. He was really good in 7-on-7.
Thank you for that, David. I'm having a little eye fog up here tonight. Second down and 6 from the Georgetown 29. Seosin hard count again. This time fake handoff, trickeration, pass over the left in the flats. Has his man, has near the first down at the 35. A great catch there, an effort after. Boy, that should have been a late hit on that play and nothing called. A good job there by Georgetown. And the catch by R.J. Moreno.
Yeah, a little extra effort out there on the little extracurricular activity, but coach got in his ear hole over on the Hutto sideline. Make sure he didn't lose 15 more yards on that.
It is a first down, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. The ball on their own 35. Seosin back to his left, one behind him, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Seosin will hand off in the backfield, plowing his way forward, the back to the 40. A nice carry on that play by Georgetown's.
Rob, the Hutto student section chanting Moreno.
Catch or run up there by Xavier Torres. So Torres and Moreno making up that backfield. This is some of the most minutes that we've seen from RJ this season. Second down and 5 from the 40 on the left hash mark. Georgetown going from left to right here at Georgetown High School, trailing 21-0. Seosin again with the backs behind him, and he will hand off. And finding room is X, and the X factor across the 50 into Hutto territory at the 48.
Good run. One of the Hutto players lost his hat, so he's going to have to take a play off, but great run by X on that, seeing that gap to the left. They are missing Cahill.
Moreno will head over to the sideline as he's a little winded. Coach Dean talking things over with him. He is putting forth a great effort tonight. This is probably the healthiest we've seen RJ all season. X doing some work as well, though. First down and 10, and a whistle here. Waiting to see, and a timeout by Hutto. That is their first timeout. Kelly, while we're in this timeout, we'll go ahead and get to some more of our wonderful sponsors here on SHN Sports.
I said earlier, Rob, talking about how great this community is, but all these sponsors help make this possible, and we thank Minuteman Press. Minuteman Press in Georgetown is a proud supporter of Georgetown Eagles and Eastview Patriot football on SHN. For all your design, printing, and promotional needs, Minuteman Press is your one-stop shop for all your marketing products and services. Minuteman Press can be found online at www.mmptx.com. Thank you to Ty Gibson and Minuteman Press for your generous support in helping make these broadcasts possible.
Well, we appreciate all of our sponsors. We'll get to more of them as we continue. Thought we were going to have time to get another one in, but they're breaking out of the huddle here pretty quick. Kelly? Georgetown got their work cut out for them, but a good drive here going. We'll see if they can continue the little rally here on their 4th drive of the night.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of how they started off the game of mixing up those short passes and the quick runs. They had it spread out before the timeout, so they've changed their formation now.
First down and 10 from the Hutto 48, left to right. Georgetown trailing 21-0 at the 4:05 mark. Seosin snap back to him, passing over left at the ankles, and has the completion around the 43. That one into the hands of Noah Drum.
Hutto's defensive backs are playing off the receivers, so those are still wide open. Hadn't cost them any points yet, so they may stick with that bend, don't break offense or defensive philosophy.
3:43 to go, first half. Georgetown driving, 2nd down and 5 on the Hutto 43. Seosin in shotgun, has a back to his right. 2 receivers down on the right. Seosin will hand off on the left side. Actually, I'm confused here. He has his man across the 25 for the first down. That was a handoff, I believe, to Rodan. And Rodan with a little trickeration of his own, and the Eagles have the first down at the 25.
Yeah, he started off to the left side, and the linebackers overcommitted to their right, so that opened up that cutback, and he took advantage of it. Great run. Got to keep this drive going.
Misdirection play by Rodan. We talked about Rodan. We said we'd probably see a little bit more of him from Savannah, Georgia. Savannah, Isn't that a song, Kelly?
It was just now.
I have no idea. Under 3 minutes, first half, 1st and 10, threatening the red zone on the Hutto 25. Seosin has protection, throws over, and underthrows his receiver incomplete in front of the 20. That pass was intended for Georgetown's Corey Coleman.
Haven't heard Corey's name tonight yet, so maybe we'll see him get a little bit more involved in some of these pass plays. But tall kid, tallest receiver on the field right now.
R.J. Moreno back onto the field for the Eagles here at the 2:50 mark, trailing 21-0, live from Georgetown, Texas. Thanks for joining us on SHN Sports. Second down and 10 from the Hutto 25 after that incomplete pass moments ago. Siosen shotgun. Moreno is back to the right. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. And instead will hand off. No, he'll pass over to the left side and has the completion at the 21-yard line. That was into the hands of number 7, Andrew Denyer. Denyer getting some action here.
Good to see that. They're sticking with those short, quick passes, and it's working. Hutto will have to make some sort of adjustment at halftime if they're going to stop that. But, again, that bend, don't break philosophy may be where they're going with it.
Lachlan will come back in as a receiver on the right side, joined by two others. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Third down and long, 6 from the 21. Siosen shotgun, has a back behind him standing at the 29. Hard count. Siosen getting the block. Siosen left side. Siosen tuck and run. Siosen has the first down right at the marker at the 15. Great eye by Jackson Siosen.
He was looking at Coleman, I think, over the middle, and Coleman was covered well. That left side didn't have their guy stay home, so Siosen had a wide open run out there. Great run. Puts them in the red zone.
Eagles break out of the huddle. Trying to put some points on the board here in this first half. They're driving now on the Hutto 15-yard line, a drive that started for Georgetown on their own 25. Siosen in shotgun. Moreno, his back behind him. Two receivers spread wide on the right. Now a man from top to bottom, from left to right. Instead, handoff Moreno, and Moreno is going to be plowed. No gain on the play. Great job by the Hutto defense.
Moreno was looking for that cutback on the left side, but it wasn't there this time. The defensive end stayed home, shut that hole down.
1:20 to go, second down and 8 here in this second quarter. Georgetown trails Hutto in this District 11 5A D1 opening night, 21-0. Again, second down and 8 in the red zone on the Hutto 13. Siosen shotgun, trip spread out on the right, one receiver all alone to the left. Siosen going to pass, standing at the 20, has all day, right side, has his man, has the touchdown. Beautiful eye on the right side into the hands of Cade Lachlan, who came in moments ago, and the Eagles get on the board tonight.
Great play, and Moreno had a block to hold that left defensive end that had been coming in all night causing problems. Moreno helped out with him, gave Siosen time to hit the wide open receiver in the end zone.
We didn't have the 8-0 on the roster, but he's making his name now. Cade Lachlan for Georgetown. A 13-yard touchdown pass from Siosen. Diaz set for the kick attempt. The extra point is up, on its way, and it is good. A little more manageable now. Georgetown getting some life, 21-7, 54 seconds to go. We'll send it over to David England.
Rob, that looked just like one of the catches he made. Is just a fantastic catch in the corner at 7-on-7 that Saturday at the championship match. Cade Lachlan is just a sophomore, but he's got a good size and a lot of potential.
Well, Kelly, we saw Noah Drum making his mark early as we expected, but now an unfamiliar face in Cade Lachlan bringing out the cake tonight.
And Siosen is starting to move the ball around, and instead of just looking for number 11, he's starting to move the ball around, and now Hutto's having to try to have some accountability for multiple receivers instead of just one. That was a great drive, good-looking drive, mixed up the calls very well, runs, short passes, and then had something open a little deeper than they've been throwing on that drive in the end zone. So good drive. That sure changes the complex going into halftime.
The only thing here, though, Georgetown defense has got to hold. 54 seconds to go. The Hippos still have 2 timeouts. They lead 21-7. Georgetown 1 timeout. The last thing they want to do here is give up another score to Hutto. Diaz will kick this one from left to right. One setback all alone to receive, and it's going to be a short kick around the 18. Fielded on the left side into the hands of Hutto. Finds room on the right. It's Forrest. Forrest, who's been a tree to stop tonight, and he'll finally be drug out of bounds on the right side. Georgetown injury down on the field. And luckily the young man who had a stinger injury got up immediately and bounced up from that. That was a good sign there for Georgetown.
Nate McMillan got stung a little bit, but he's on his feet and okay.
I said, wait a minute. He was down there. He goes, wait a minute. We're not playing the Yellow Jackets like we did last week. I didn't get stung. You know what, though? A hippo would hurt worse than a Yellow Jacket sting. If a hippo walks over you, you're done.
It's not a sting.
Yeah, it's not a sting. It's a stomp.
or bite,
Yeah.
something.
Kelly DeVoll, everybody. Welcome here to SHN Sports.
It's
Rob Hipp with Kelly.
Great to be here tonight. I'm having a blast.
Hutto on their 5th possession of the night will have this ball on their own 32. And taking a little sweet time here as the officials talking a few things over.
Yeah, switching balls out.
Got 2 footballs on the field. I don't think they can figure out which one they want. Now they finally do say, okay, we'll take the one from our side. Georgetown threw their ball at them.
Hutto's probably going to run this and see what they do before they decide whether they're going to take some chances. Nope.
They will pass. Griffin on 1st and 10 from his own 34. Takes a stinger down and has his man in Georgetown territory at the 43. They took a big shot. They got the big shot there on the right side. It was into the hands of number 1, Chooks Waibuko.
They ran that route earlier, and he was open. He just chose a different receiver.
Now to the left side, a pass over to Harrison. Harrison close to a first down. Can't be brought down across the 25. Still on his feet at the 21. Wow, Hutto, 2 quick plays in under 30 seconds, and they are already threatening the Georgetown red zone. And Coach Dean has had enough. And Hutto, though, calls their timeout here. They stop the clock, 28 seconds. Kelly, I talked about it a while ago. I said you've got to watch Hutto. Even though Georgetown just scored, the Hippos can come in here quickly, as we just saw from Waibuko, a pass, and all of a sudden you're threatening again with 28 seconds to go, leading 21-7.
When they can send that back out on the edge, it opens up everything for the offense because Hutto has so many weapons that Georgetown can't supply a whole lot of help over to that side because they've got so many other weapons to look at.
Happy birthday to Brenda Seosin, Jackson's mom. I didn't forget about you. Happy birthday, Miss Seosin. You didn't send me a message. I just remembered that. Mary Ordaz, thank you for joining us tonight on Facebook Live. Happy birthday to Matt Leishman out there. We appreciate you, Matt Leishman.
Happy birthday, Matt.
The Lesh factor. Houdini, Mastradamus. He's got all sorts of them.
Less is more.
Less is more. There you go, Matt. 28 seconds to go. Hutto with the ball, leading 21-7, threatening the Georgetown red zone on a 1st and 10 from the 21. Right side up, and is that caught for the touchdown?
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. It is a touchdown for the Hippos, and just like that, extending their lead.
34-second drive.
34 seconds off the clock. Started on their own 25, capped off with a 21-yard pass. You'll be able to see it later tonight on your replay. Trying to see who that was that came down there for it. He was so far in that corner, it was into the hands of Harrison. Harrison with the touchdown.
Matt, the defense wasn't bad on that play. It was just a perfectly placed ball. Perfectly placed ball. Defender was there.
28-7. 20 seconds to go in the first half. David, I'll send it over to you. That was a beautiful pass to Harrison.
Rob, Kelly, you see now why he's committed to UCLA or has an offer from UCLA. He's going to go and play football on Saturdays.
Great touch. He's just pinpoint accurate on his throws. Has he thrown an incompletion tonight?
It's a good question. Couple of them. We'll have stats and more. Galen Welnicki will have those to us at halftime. Want to remind you, friends, also the SHN text line is open. Send us a text message. Let us know how you're doing tonight, who you'd like to send a shout-out to. Hey, Hutto fans, feel free to text as well if you're out there. We'd love to hear from you, as well as, of course, our Georgetown fans. The text line is open. Don't call, text. Don't text and drive. Kelly's a former police officer. He'll look you up. 512. He won't. 512.
Former.
Yeah, former. 512. 522-9105. Again, that text line, 512-522-9105. As the kickoff goes here from Hutto, right to left, a little stinger down, if you will, fielded at the 10-yard line by Georgetown across the 25, up the gut now to the 35. A decent return here near the 40-yard line, and with 13 seconds, Georgetown may just take a knee here. I don't know.
Why not take a shot? You got nothing to lose.
Yeah. 28-7, Hutto leading, 13 seconds to go.
But as fast as Hutto can score, you may not want to give him 10 seconds.
Well, Drum will come out of the Hutto Hill lineup as a receiver to the left. And 1st and 10 for the Eagles. They'll have it on their own 38-yard line. Their own 38. Seosin shotgun, trips in a wing to the right, one receiver to the left. Seosin will hand off over to his back. It is Moreno on the left side, and Moreno will go out of bounds at the 45 with 7 seconds to go.
Good little run if Georgetown's got any inkling of taking a shot.
Good to see a healthy R.J. Moreno out there. Special hello to his mother and father. Gets the ball up to the 45-yard line. 7 seconds to go. Georgetown, if they go quick, they may have 2 opportunities, but more realistically, 1 shot here with 7 seconds to go if they pass. If they run, it's going to be the end of the quarter. 28-7, 2nd down and 3 from their own 45. It is a keeper by Seosin. Seosin going to try to get out of bounds, and he does with 2 seconds at the 49-yard line. Boy, just go for it. Just throw one down there. Seosin's got the arm.
Why not?
Hutto's going to line up and defend that, though.
Yeah.
They already know.
Yeah.
1 second. Georgetown trails 28-7. The ball on their own 49-yard line, resting on the left hash. Trum will be the receiver to the left. Trips will line up on the right side. And Seosin has Moreno as his back to the right. Pass over. Noah Drum has it at the 50. Noah Drum across the 45, and he'll just go out of bounds. He said, I'm not even going to try to do anything. At the end of the first half, Hutto leads 28-7. We'll step aside, take a quick break. We'll thank some more of our sponsors. Don't go anywhere, folks. Halftime and more on the way tonight from Georgetown High School. We'll be right back after this.
This is Taco Williams, defensive back.
This is RJ Moreno, running back.
This is Noah Drum, wide receiver.
This is Mason Meyer, defensive end.
This is Johnny Neich, defensive back.
This is Dylan Cahill, slot receiver.
This is Gage Leggett, defensive back, and you're listening to Georgetown Eagle Football on SHN Sports.
Friends, welcome back to Georgetown High School. Rob Hipp here on the SHNSports.com broadcast network. Thanks for joining us here on SHN. 27 minutes before this halftime is over, we will go ahead and send it down to the field and let you enjoy the sounds and later the sights of the Hutto Hippo Marching Band and more. 26 minutes to go. We'll be back around 5 minutes before we start things up. Stay with us. Georgetown Eagle Football on SHN Sports continues here at halftime.
The High Stepper Dance officers are Lieutenant Miranda Gutierrez, Lieutenant Jimena Segredo, Lieutenant Daniela Pimentel, First Lieutenant Mariah Stokely. The High Stepper social officers are President Bailey Griner, Vice President Sumner Pugh, Historian Raven Allen, Treasurer Lizette Morton. The High Stepper Rookie of the Week is Haley Smith. And now, for your halftime entertainment, the award-winning High Steppers show their hippo pride with their hoop routine to the greatest show. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hutto High Steppers. Shepherd will be hosting a dance clinic Saturday, October 13th for dancers ages 4 through 14. See Hutto High Shepherd's website for more info. And now, performance by the Hutto High School Marching Band. This year, the band showcases their rendition of the Dream World Fantasy. The show features Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata, I Dreamed a Dream, from Les Miserables, and Dvorak's New World Symphony. Under the still direction of Emma Ansira, Ben Kettleman, Christian Franklin, and Kylie Hope. Please enjoy the Hutto Band's 2018 production, Dreamscape. will compete in the Vista Ridge marching competition tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Good luck, band. The Hutto Band is under the direction of Stacy Gibb, Michael Harrison, Joe Rush, percussion instructor Tyler Dempsey, and color guard instructor Ashley Wood.
Ladies and gentlemen, Georgetown Independent School District is proud to present the Georgetown High School Georgettes, Eagle Marching Band, and Color Guard. The Georgetown Band would like to thank our generous sponsors, Century 21 Realtors, and Willis, Iowa, Texas Irrigation and Landscaping, All Points Communications, Boston, San Gabriel Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery Associates, PA, Big Tex Trailer, Line Electric, Sport Clips Haircuts, Georgetown Muffler and Automotive, Georgetown Family Orthodontics, Keystone, Landreth Construction, Shipley Donuts, Accent Food Services, C.D. Bradshaw and Associates, PC, The Pet Bungalow, Roberts Printing Company, United Build Homes, SR Aviation, and Ideal Signs.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us here tonight on SHN Sports as your Georgetown Eagle Marching Band now taking the field. We'll let you enjoy the sounds of the Georgetown Band as well. 12 minutes to go here before third quarter starts. We'll come back on just a few minutes before kickoff in the third and talk more about halftime stats and more. Stay with us. Georgetown Eagle football live tonight on the SHNSports.com broadcast network. We'll continue after this.
It is with the greatest pleasure that I introduce to you the award-winning Sweethearts of Georgetown, Georgettes. Lieutenants are Erica Germain, Hallie Mikulinchek, Rebecca Young, and in the center, your 2018-2019 Georgette captain is Hannah Harriet. Social of the Week is Annie Morales, Georgette of the Week, Gordon Patterson. Officer's Choice this week is Catherine Mitz, and the Social Butterfly of the Week is Grace McCartney. The Georgettes would like to dedicate this performance to all the Jet and Sapphire parents. We love you. And now, watch the Georgettes as they perform a jazz routine to the hit Fall Out Boy song, Light 'Em Up. about those Jets? The Georgetown are directed by Ms. Nikki Prosser and assisted by Ms. Olivia Westmoreland. The directors and instructional leadership team of the Eagle Band would now like to recognize our members, section, and parents of the week. Brass Marcher of the Week is Casey Gear. Woodwind Marcher of the Week is Isabel Johnson. The Front Ensemble member of the week is Joseph Vega, and the Drumline Marcher of the week is Tristan Arriaga. The Eagle Band section of the week is the saxophone. Finally, please give a hearty round of applause for our Eagle Band parent of the week, Mr. Lee Grist. Congratulations, Lee. The award-winning Georgetown Eagle Band is led on the field by senior drum majors Catherine Massey, Anna White, and junior drum major Erin Lindsay. Color guard captain is Megan Baker. First lieutenant is Clara Bradshaw. Second lieutenant is Gracie Lossett. Guard sergeant is McKenna Gonzalez. Social officer is Adrienne Watson. Officer's choice this week is Caitlin. Ladies and gentlemen, now please give a huge round of applause as we welcome our future Eagle Band members from the Knoll and Forbes Middle School. Please enjoy the Georgetown High School Band Cluster performance Metal Shop and Land of 1,000 Dances.
This is Taco Williams, defensive back.
This is RJ Moreno, running back.
This is Noah Drum, wide receiver.
This is Mason Meyer, defensive end.
This is Johnny Knight, defensive back.
This is Dylan Cahill, slot receiver.
This is Gage Leggett, defensive back, and you're listening to Georgetown Eagle Football on SHN Sports.
Welcome back to Georgetown Eagle Football live tonight on the SHNSports.com broadcast network. Rob Hipp alongside Kelly DeVoll. We've got a few minutes before we start the third quarter as the band's finishing up on the field. I want to go ahead and thank our season presenting sponsor, Oak Ridge Disciple House, a faith-based Christian character building ministry that helps men 18 and older overcome substance abuse addiction through a well-planned and structured program. If you or someone you know is struggling to overcome their addiction, the Oak Ridge Disciple House can help. Please visit them online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Again, that's oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Thank you to Joshua Harris and the fine folks at the Oak Ridge Disciple House for your generous support of Georgetown Eagle football on SHN Sports. Well, Kelly, as we talk about things here in this first half of play, it was tough for the Georgetown Eagles. 28-7 your scores. We're about 3 minutes away before we get back into action here in this one. But we go over quickly and we look over some of these halftime stats here. Kelly, I forgot to pop you on. Here we go, man. As we go over some of those halftime stats, Hutto 13 first down, Georgetown with 11 of them. For Hutto, 14 carries, 123 yards on the ground. Georgetown, though, faring okay in their running game, 18 for 104, averaging 129, and passing yards for Hutto, 78 for the Georgetown Eagles. Passes 9 for 11 for Griffin. He has been unstoppable tonight, only 2 incomplete passes. But then you look at Seosin, 12 of 14. So both quarterbacks really doing a great job tonight. But the offensive powerhouse of Hutto has just been a little bit too much so far. 25 carries, 25 total plays, 252 yards for Hutto compared to 32 plays, 186 for Georgetown. Georgetown also put the ball down one time, lost a fumble. Penalties 1 for 5 for Hutto, 3 for 15 for Georgetown. We've only seen 1 punt from Hutto, 2 for Georgetown. Griffin, 1 carry for 11 yards. Wabuko, 6 carries for 78. He's almost to 100. And Kimball, 5 for 35. Jackson Seosin running the ball 7 times, 17 yards. Torres, the X-Man, the X-Factor in the house tonight as always, 4 for 34. Morales goes 5 for 33. Rodan, 2 for 20. We look at the final numbers here as far as passing, 9, 11 and 0 for 129 for Griffin. Of course, Seosin, we talked about earlier, 12 of 14 and 0. Drum, though, receiving, doing a great job. 5 receptions, 37 yards. Georgetown, though, this is a powerful offense of Hutto. They've got their work cut out for them in the second half, trailing 28-7.
They do. Hutto's got so many weapons. But Georgetown has put the numbers up. They just get into the red zone and seem to stall. Hutto has really gone with that bend, don't break defense. And it's been successful tonight. They haven't worried too much about the Georgetown offense. When they get down in the red zone, they're able to make the stops they need. Georgetown's not, and that's the difference in the game tonight. And
a deflating one for the Georgetown Eagles and an uplifting moment for Hutto is, we're under, what was it, a minute to go? 54 seconds, and within 30 seconds, 20 seconds, Hutto goes down, throws the ball. They drive 20, or from the 25-yard line. They go down 75 yards, capped off by that touchdown pass to end near the end of the quarter. Georgetown did get the ball back but didn't have much room or time to do anything, but Georgetown scored the touchdown. Hutto responded. At that point, before the response, it was 21-7. We thought Georgetown may have had some life. They lost it. Hopefully in the second half we'll see things turn around, but they've got to stop Wabuko. They've got to stop Griffin. That's going to be a hard task tonight.
Yeah, and they're attacking the teeth of the Georgetown defense and having great success. Their offensive line's able to move them out with the setup that Georgetown's running on defense. What do you want to get run over by a truck or you want to get run over by a car? Pick your poison. Because if they stack it to try to stop the running back, then Griffin's got the arm and the accuracy to just eat them up. If they're running to stop the pass, it's just not a whole lot of options.
It is not. Well, we'll stop and take another quick break as we head back over to the scoreboard on your screen. For those of you listening, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Georgetown Eagle Football on SHN continues after this. Welcome back to Georgetown Eagle Football live tonight on SHN Sports. Rob Hipp alongside Kelly DeVoll. Kelly, we've got some more sponsors before we kick things off. I'll let you go over that.
We do, Rob. Georgetown Interstate Transmission and Auto Repair is one of our sponsors. We thank them for that. Georgetown Interstate Transmission and Auto Repair supports Georgetown Eagle and Eastview Patriot football in Georgetown. For general maintenance and automotive repairs performed by ASE certified techs, drop by Georgetown Interstate Transmission and Auto Repair next to Mel's Lone Star Lanes. You can visit them online at georgetownautorepair.com. Thank you, Joe Bob and Georgetown Interstate Transmission and Auto Repair for your generous support of high school football in Georgetown.
They do a lot, not only for Georgetown, but for Eastview as well. Appreciate Joe as the Georgetown Eagles running through the blackout flag tonight here. It's blackout night at Georgetown High School, but so far, unfortunately, the only blackout that's been happening is the Hippos putting a blackout on the Eagles. They run from left to right out through their flying G. But you know what? David England, I'm going to ask you, man, where's the front part of the flying G at? It's gone.
I can only assume they had technical difficulties. I noticed before the game started they were trying to keep it up, and it kept kind of deflating on them. So they've had that one now for several years. I believe our old Eagle, Cedar Creek, out of Bastrop ISD, has our old Eagle. So probably time for a little rehab on that one.
Well, going over some quick scores here. Seguin leading Crockett at the half, 36-0. These scores, by the way, brought to you by our friends at FanStan ATX. Check them out online at fanstanatx.com. Hayes defeating Aikens 28-7, second quarter, 2:55 to go. McCallum barely on top of Dripping Springs, 14-13 in the second. Reagan trailing LBJ on their home field, second quarter, 9 minutes to go. Marble Falls trailing Elgin on their home field, second quarter, 3 minutes to go. Eastview 17-7 on the road in Brenham tonight. Ice Cream Country. Kelly, you've got a few more. Actually, that score may have just went up.
Yeah, it looks like Eastview's gone up 24-7 with 3:17 left before the half. Cedar Park's up 21-6 over Conley at the half. Pflugerville is leading Rouse 20-13 at the half.
And we are back in action here as the kickoff goes from Hutto to Georgetown. Georgetown kicked it off to start things. They receive here and immediately leveled on the right side at the 11-yard line is where Georgetown will start over their first possession of this second half. This is their sixth possession overall. Kelly, your thoughts here in the second half? We talked briefly a few minutes ago, but Georgetown has got to find some rhythm on offense, and they've got to get into the red zone, not only get there, but score.
Yeah, they've been in the red zone several times, and Hutto's just buckled up whenever they get down there, so they got to figure out the formula to get in that end zone.
Third quarter brought to you by Todd Hargrove State Farm. We'll talk about Todd Hargrove State Farm in a moment. First and 10 from his own 11. Seosin breaks through one tackle, still on his feet, had a block. Seosin across the 20. Now in between the markers he goes. To the right hash mark at the 30-yard line. Seosin was stopped originally in the backfield, able to break out of it, gets Georgetown a first down for the Eagles.
Good run by Seosin. I've been surprised by his legs tonight. He's not known for his running, right?
No, I have not seen him run. You know what he's doing is his mother's birthday. Says, Mom, I'm going to have some birthday run for you.
Well, she needs some cake in that end zone.
We appreciate the Seosin family and all they do here in Georgetown. First and 10 from their own 31 is Seosin and the Eagles at 11:20 to go third quarter, trailing 28-7 here at home in Georgetown. Seosin talking things over with his line as they try to get set here. 7 on the play clock. Seosin hard count, high snap, hands off. No passes, left side immediately drilled at the face mask at 35. That is some smash mouth football right there in the face of Andrew Denyer, but a nice job catching the ball at the 35.
Yeah, I think they refer to that as the RPO, run pass option. And Seosin sees that run is not there because that end of that line collapses in and maintains where they're supposed to be, so he goes to the pass.
Second down and 6 from his own 35. Seosin stands in shotgun at the 30, back now in motion. Up top is Moreno, two receivers to the right. Seosin passes over to the left in the flat, has his man at the 40, leaping over, doing a little Olympic dive, if you will. And a nice job there by Georgetown's R.J. Moreno. He is 2 yards short of the first down, though, at the 39 there on the left hash, Kelly.
Yeah, R.J. ran out there and caught a good pass. Did a good job because he got hit right whenever he caught the ball and held on to it and actually gained a couple more yards after the catch.
Third down and 2. Every third down tonight critical for Georgetown. In shotgun on their own 39. Seosin has a back to his right. Two receivers to the left, one Lone Ranger is drummed down to the right, man in motion from left to right. Seosin's going to keep it. Seosin lowers his head. He's got the first down, spinning near the 45 to the 44. Jackson Seosin chugging along on those feet tonight.
Hutto's left end penetrated. I think Seosin was going to break out to the right side, but number 21 on Hutto's defense penetrated deep and actually opened up the middle for Seosin.
That's the sophomore Landon Watson doing some work there. Left side, we are getting close to the Hutto territory on the own 44-yard line. First and 10 for the Eagles. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. 9:29 to go, trailing 28-7. Seosin fakes the handoff all day over the middle and overthrows his intended receiver around the 40, but flags fly. That may be pass interference against Noah Drum.
Yeah, the defender may have been a little bit early and come over the top.
You'll be able to see later the replay.
No, they're calling it against Georgetown. I think the receiver pushed off, actually, whenever he made that cut inside.
Wow. Drum was clapping at the end of that.
No, Hutto's players started clapping. I thought it was coming back against Georgetown, but that's a big penalty.
Yep.
This is a huge drive for this game. First drive of the first half, Georgetown has to put points on the board.
Well, the penalty in the favor of the Eagles. It wasn't against them. It was against Hutto. The ball resting now in the Hutto territory on the left hash at the 44. First down and 10 for Seosin. 9:22 to go. His team trailing 28-7 here on their home field. One receiver left to right. Man in motion from left to right. And Seosin will pass over. Right side has a man all alone. It is Noah Padrum Drum, baby. A 44-yard pass on the right side. Noah Drum coming alive for Georgetown here in the second half.
Big play. I think Seosin was going to swing it out to RJ out on the side, but the defender stayed home, and actually the cornerback bit on the fake and left Drum wide open.
Well, a drive that started around their own 20-yard line for the Georgetown Eagles. Actually, it was before that. It was around the 15, taking advantage of the penalty. But that penalty didn't help Noah Drum. We'll give him the full credit. Extra point kick, Diaz up on its way, almost blocked, but he's able to get it through. Georgetown trailing 28-14 after that 44-yard pass to Noah Drum. The Eagles showing some life tonight. As we have the camera on the band, you'll be able to see that a little bit later here. And the Georgetown Georgettes down there, man. 28-14, 9:12 to go. What a play moments ago. I'm out of breath.
Rob, you never know how these kids are going to react when they're down like that. Hutto scored right before the half, took the momentum back from Georgetown, who had just scored, left 54 seconds on the clock. So you never know how these kids are going to react in the locker room. Apparently the coaches had the magic words. They came out firing. No signs of giving up in this Eagle team tonight. That was great drive. Great drive.
The great Jack Frost always says, Eagle, he always says, keep on keeping on. Eagle fight never dies. And Georgetown trailing 14 here. Jack Frost done so much for this community over the years. You know, when I was a kid, he was the superintendent here. Right. Then Dr. Jim Gunn, Dr. Boring was here. So many wonderful folks. Of course, now Dr. Brent. Great people. We don't want to forget about Joe Dan. I mean, we talk about such solid leadership here in Georgetown, just born and raised here, seeing the leadership, seeing the schools, seeing great things happen. I got to give a lot of credit to Jack Frost for getting things rolling for Georgetown years ago.
I sell this community everywhere I go. I love Georgetown.
No charge either.
No charge.
Onside kick attempt. Georgetown's not going to get it. Wow, it was close. Unbelievable. The Eagles almost could have had it. We'll see it on the replay later tonight. Man, that was a close one as they snuck an onside in even on us, and it goes out of bounds for the illegal procedure, Kelly.
What a great call. I was expecting the pooch kick down to around the 25 or so, and it was beautifully placed. One more step, that's an Eagles ball, and he's got it with momentum. But ifs and buts, you know what they say.
Yep. That will be the illegal procedure penalty. The ball, since it was in front of the 45, will go, or the 35 will go on where it went out of bounds. It went out of bounds at the 47-yard line of Georgetown. So Hutto starting out in decent field and great field position now on the Georgetown 47, first down and 10. And this time, Waibuko nowhere to go. They'll give him maybe a yard. It'll be second down and 9 as he tried to go to the left side.
Colby Cummings making the tackle out on the end, but that's because the defensive line strung it out. A couple of hands on him, but Cummings made the tackle out on the end for a short gain.
Third quarter brought to you by Todd Hargrove State Farm. If you're in need of business, commercial, home, or otherwise insurance, check out State Farm on the square. Todd Hargrove State Farm. Second and 9 from his own 46. Griffin has all day, throws, has his man, has the completion. Well short of the first down, though, at the 38 on the right side. A nice reception by DJ Baptist as he got upended by Georgetown's Taco Williams, bringing the hot sauce again tonight.
Yeah, he came off limping, too. Hopefully that's nothing serious, but big third down here. Eagle defense got to come up big.
8:16 to go third quarter. Georgetown trails 28-14. They're not out of this one by a long shot. They've got to get a good stop here. Third down and 5. Hutto has it on the right hash of the Georgetown 42. Griffin all alone in the backfield. Trip stack tight and to the right. And two receivers down the left side. One of them Closest on the left side is Waibuko. Griffin is going to throw cross center. A hat tipped up. Georgetown almost had the interception. It's incomplete. Across midfield at the 30.
Oh, those breaks. Need those breaks. Great defensive play, though.
It may have been Nick Petter down there, David. Did you see that? Was it Petter? Not sure if that was Nick Petter on the coverage or not. It was in the vicinity of Nick.
Yeah, Georgetown needs to watch out for a fake punt here.
4th down and 5. Noah Drum set back to receive for the Eagles at the 10, and the whistle blows before this punt gets off. The punter for Hutto, number 10, Brock Bueno, who also plays quarterback and defensive back. Timeout here. Who was that called by Georgetown, their first one?
I think they saw something in the setup they hadn't seen in the punt formation out of Hutto on film. Looked kind of strange. They didn't have a guy back. That's why I was saying they need to look for the fake punt.
Don't want any stranger danger here in this game. Coach Dean wisely taking the timeout. We appreciate the coaching staff of Georgetown. You know, they don't get a lot of credit, and I did want to mention some of these guys. They're sitting right to our right here, and I don't – definitely not talking down on any other team, Kelly, but you go to some schools and you see the coaches just go irate and throwing and slamming stuff. These Georgetown coaches, very humble, very respectful of their facility and the visiting facility. You don't ever see these guys get bent out of line. Ricky Beatty, David Patterson down on the field, of course, but Ricky Beatty sits to our right across the window. David Durrell, Douglas Bond, Gerald Flores, Jeffrey Thompson, Scott Donovan, Robert Halm, Lane Holland, Jordan Vieira, and Kyle Gandy. We appreciate all you guys.
Great bunch of coaches.
4th down and 5. Set to punt. Drum set back to receive at the 10. Georgetown will show a blitz up on the front on the punt. They step back. It'll go down, and Drum will let this one take a bounce into the end zone. Georgetown will have it on their own 20. Great job. The Georgetown defense had to get a stop. Kelly DeVoll, they got to stop. Who you going to call, Kelly DeVoll?
That was a big stop. And at this point in the game, Georgetown's able to put points on the board on their first drive like Hutto did on their first drive of the game. Now the defense gets a stop. We go back down, get some more points. It's a new ball game.
Let's talk about Daniel Lopez, the offensive lineman down there, trying to put in some work for his team as well. Coming off the field. They're actually back onto the field now. Georgetown will break up. Corey Coleman will line up as a receiver to the left. Actually, 2 receivers to the left. 1st down and 10 for Georgetown. They'll start out on their own 20-yard line. Siosin shotgun stands at the 15 in that shotgun position. Has Torres. Torres gets the handoff, and he's stopped immediately for a loss in the backfield. Boy, and a big loss at that. 4 yards back to the 16.
Starting to be some extracurriculars out there, so hopefully these kids will all hold it together. We don't need any big penalties.
Noah Thompson, the linebacker, heads over into the sideline. 7:20 to go. Georgetown trails 28-14. 2nd down and 14 for the Eagles. The ball on their own 16-yard line. Siosin in shotgun, trips down to the right. Siosin has Torres as his back right behind him. Standing at the 10. Siosin looking up over right side and well incomplete. The intended receiver there was Cade Lachlan. He was wanting a flag. He didn't get it.
Yeah, there was some contact down the field a little ways, but probably a pretty good no call.
Tough after the punt because now you're 2 plays just like that. Boom, boom. You don't want a little bam, bam, bam going on. 3rd down and 14. Hopefully Georgetown can find a way to convert here.
See what the coaches call up.
Ball resting in between the hash marks at the 16. Trailing 28-14. Actually move it up. It's 3rd down and 14. Siosin shotgun stands at the 10. X behind him. Siosin has a protection. Now it breaks apart. Siosin still on his feet. He finds rhythm across the 20 in between the numbers. Lowers his shoulder. Powers his way forward to the 25, 26-yard line. He's going to be a few short. A good effort there, though, by Action Jackson Siosin.
I'm amazed at Jackson's running tonight. I haven't seen him run like that.
That's unfortunate. Boy, he took a head-on collision right there on a big body for Hutto, number 10. Brock Bueno, the defensive back. No bueno on that one, as Siosin should have tried to move away from him. Georgetown will punt here on a 4th and 3 from their own 27. One back to receive for Hutto at his own 40. Is that Waibuko? It is, and this ball will just take a roll, and Georgetown will be able to field it. A short punt, though, Kelly. Does take a little bit of a roll to Georgetown. Little Hardee's Campbell's soup to the 41.
Well, we'll see if the defense can build their wall again and stop this powerful Hutto offense. I tell you, I honestly think Georgetown's missing having Dylan Cahill out there because Noah has done a great job tonight. The other receivers have tried to do their part, but that senior leadership that Cahill has in there, having two seniors split out from each other or split out together, that combination, I really think Georgetown's missing that tonight.
Georgetown Eagle football also brought to you in part by Program Insurance Group. We'll talk about them here in just a few moments. First down and 10 from his own 41 is Chase Griffin. In shotgun, trips to the right. He will hand off to Waibuko. And Waibuko, they've got the stop for him now. A loss of 1 at the 40. And Waibuko nowhere to go. Georgetown may have found a way to stop this young man.
Yeah, big number 90, Tyler Knowles got in on that one. He just completely shut off the left side. Hutto's right side of their offensive line, our left side.
5:47, third quarter. Hippos lead 28-14 here in Georgetown. Griffin steps back, has all day across the middle, has his man. Still on his feet, turning up the speed across the 40, the spin move, and finally leveled at the thigh around the 34-yard line. A great catch and run there by Hutto. It was Loggins coming up with it. I beg your pardon, it wasn't Loggins, it was...
Yeah, it was Loggins. I thought.
Not sure who that was on the cover, on the pass. Did you see that, Galen? Regardless, it was a big run on a 1st and 10 from the Georgetown 33. Waibuko slammed down again at the 40. Boy, luckily Georgetown not going to get called there for a little late extracurricular.
You think the coaches were tired of talking about that kid at halftime?
Yeah.
They've done a good job containing him so far in this half.
Yeah, they just smothered him out of bounds on that right side. Great job by Georgetown getting up over there early and continuing to push Waibuko out. Second down and 14 from the Georgetown 37. Back over, pass to the right side, and that one dropped. That should have been caught in and out of the hands at the 34. It would only been back to the original line of scrimmage. The drop there, though, by Caleb Forrest. And that was Forrest who had that catch a while ago, Kelly.
Was it? Yeah, he started to turn and run before he had that catch, but the defense was there.
Well, it brings up, again, Kelly, another big third down and 14. It's going to be rhetorical all night. Every third down for this Georgetown defense is going to be huge.
Yeah, it is from here out because whenever you're down 21 points, you got to stop. You got to stop them, and this may be 4-down territory where Hutto is right now.
All on the right hash, 4:45 to go third quarter. Hippos lead 28-14 with the ball and the lead. Waibuko this time finds it up the gut, still spinning his way forward. And my goodness, Waibuko has the first down at the 22.
He's just got great vision, and he's so fast to those holes. The Hutto offensive line doesn't have to hold their block that long.
First down and 10, threatening the red zone on the Georgetown 22 on the right hash mark. Griffin shotgun. Waibuko heads over to the sideline to get a rest. Griffin steps back, tucks and runs, has some daylight across the middle. Now on the left side, angling to the numbers, slides and dives, and he'll have a first down just out front of the 5-yard line. Good sportsmanship there by Taco Williams.
Yeah, the patterns that the Hutto receivers ran just cleared out that middle, and when he didn't have a receiver, it was open.
Hurry up offense here, and Georgetown going to have to call a timeout. Heard the coaches next to us.
That's their second.
Did they call timeout? I don't think they did. What's going on here? David, did you see what happened?
I was just about to drop the mic. No, sir, I didn't. I'm sorry.
We got to keep David. We say, David, you see what happened? The camera starts bouncing around, the microphone flies.
He made a concession run at halftime.
There's just a sense of urgency here on the camera deck, too.
Cotton candy all over his
First
hands.
down and goal from the 9. Not sure what the holdup there was. 3:49 to go. Griffin has the ball, stands around the 15 on the left side. He's going to tuck and run, and Griffin will go in and score the touchdown. Or is he not? He may have been a yard short.
No, he's got the hands up. Touchdown.
9-yard keeper by Griffin. Hippos 34, Georgetown 14.
Yeah, the pursuit wasn't enough. Again, they cleared out that left side. He didn't have any receivers open. It's a wide open running lane to the end zone. Defense was there, took a bad angle. And Hutto celebrates.
3:41 to go. The extra point kick by R.J. Price is up and through the uprights, 35-14 your score. 3:41 to go here in the third quarter. We'll go ahead and thank some more of our sponsors. Let's talk about Pregame Insurance Group. We didn't get to them a while ago.
Yeah, Pregame Insurance Group, located in Central Texas, is an insurance provider servicing clients in all 50 states. Pregame Insurance Group is designed to fit your insurance needs and help you manage potential risk. Offering a wide variety of insurance products for business and personal needs, Pregame Insurance Group has you covered. For more information, visit them online at www.pigbcs.com. Thank you to Doug Groves and the Pregame Insurance Group for sponsoring Georgetown Eagle football on SHN Sports.
Kelly, I can't help it, I got to tell you. Catsy's did close, but Pregame Insurance Group is our business insurance sponsor here at SHN Sports, so I can, just like State Farm is my personal agent, Doug Groves and Gene Lawhon over at Pregame, our insurance. That's what I love about our sponsor. I know them personally. I do business with them. You got to help these guys and support them. Todd Hargrove, our third quarter sponsor. If you need insurance, call these guys up. They'll take care of you.
I've known a lot of these guys for years now, and they're just great people. Great people.
Kickoff right to left. It'll sell back, and this one will go out of bounds. The illegal procedure will put Georgetown in great field position. Starting out, that ball went way far outside around the 20-yard line on the right side.
Good starting position. A couple of updates on some scores. Cedar Park is up 34-6 now on Conley. Pflugerville is up 27-20 on Rouse. And Eastview is up 31-7 on Brenham at the half.
Hey, Rob. This Hutto offense sure does remind me of the 2012 Georgetown offense. You know, just explosive is the word it comes to mind.
Yeah.
Don't you think, Kelly?
Yeah, and consistent, just fast.
Yeah.
Lots of weapons.
Yes,
Georgetown will have it first down and 10 after the illegal procedure on their own 30, gives them a few extra yards. And the fake handoff, and thank goodness Georgetown didn't cough that one up.
Landon Watson in on the play for Hutto, and I've been watching that kid all night, and he's just strong and fast, and he's really disruptive on a lot of the plays that Georgetown's trying to do. They got to double team and keep him out whenever they've had some success.
Unfortunately, a mess-up play there. The ball will go back 4 yards. It'll be second down and 14 from their own 26 on the left hash. Seosin shotgun. Noah Drum will move in motion from right up top to the left to join his triplets now. Seosin pump fake one time, right hand. Now has a man wide open, has the first down, leveled at the 49. But a first down for the Eagles. Drum was in motion. A little locomotion, baby, for Noah Pum Drum.
Great pump fake, and one of the corners bid on it, and that's why Drum was all alone. His defender just bought the fake.
Georgetown first down and 10 on their own 48 after that pickup by Noah Drum. 2:57 to go. Hippos lead 35-14. Seosin back to his left, one behind him. And he will hand off to that back as Moreno still on his feet, using his left hand to chew up some more yardage. Moreno, a healthy chunk of yardage there of about 3. I say a healthy chunk because that's a hard-fought healthy chunk of yardage, Kelly, the Hutto 49.
They hit his legs in the backfield, but that low center of gravity with his height gave him the ability to stay up and gain that positive yardage instead of being stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Ball in between the hash marks, 2:29 to go in the third. Second down and 7 for Georgetown. They're in Hutto's territory at the 49. Seosin back behind him, and he will hand off, and this time Moreno nowhere to go, and he'll go back to his own 48 on the stop.
Landon Watson again. Kid's strong, fast, good defender.
Cade Lachlan checks back into the game and heading over to the sidelines for the Eagles. Replacing him is Noah Thompson. We haven't seen Noah do. Noah out there as the linebacker. Normally, it'll be third down and 10 for the Eagles. The ball on their own 48, so back to the original line of scrimmage of this drive. Low snap. Seosin steps back, has room. Seosin this time will be dropped for a sack.
Got penetration on the left side that time. And actually, that's Watson again. He moved over to the right side of the Hutto line on that play.
Loss of 1 on the sack at the 47, and Georgetown will have to punt this one away. Clough already out there, and Waibuko set to receive around the 25, Kelly.
Yeah, not what you needed there. Needed some more points, but that Hutto defensive line is controlling the line of scrimmage on that drive.
And Kelly and Rob, I think time becomes an issue at this point.
And Georgetown, a little trickeration, fake punt, and they're only going to get it up to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, that snapback bounce, and he didn't have time to get the punt off, so he had to pick it up and run. Hutto had a couple of guys rushing that punt, maybe trying to block it. But
it's the unintended fake punt. The 49, they'll have good field position here, Hutto will.
The unintended trickeration.
Yeah, the unintended fake punt. That's how I try to correct myself. Thank you, Kelly.
You're welcome.
See, 5, 6 years doing this, you just come up with creative ways. Problem is we have video coming up after midnight, so those guys are going to be like, Rob, what'd you say, man? We try to paint a picture. Beautiful night here in Georgetown, Texas. Friday night lights at the 12,000-plus seat facility here at Birkelbach Stadium in Georgetown, Texas, home of the Eastview Patriots and the Georgetown Eagles. GISD Athletic Complex. First down and 10 from the Georgetown 49. Handoff here and drilled back for maybe a forward progress gain of 1 on the play to Waibuko.
Yeah, Georgetown's starting to sneak some of the linebackers up into some of those gaps. With that 3-man line, they're having to plug some of those holes and stop.
Taylor Bell in there ringing it moments ago on that tackle. Excellent starting field position here for Hutto. On second down and 9 from the Georgetown 48. Griffin shotgun. Waibuko is back to the right. And the flat is Waibuko, and he will be drilled for a loss after the catch back in his own territory at the 48. Great job by the Georgetown defense.
I tell you, you see the adjustments the defense made at halftime, and it's nice to see because they're almost spying Waibuko on those plays now because he was open on those quick outs in the flat.
That will wind us down, and the end of the third quarter in the books. Hutto leading 35-14. Each team has scored once here in the second half. Thanks to Todd Hargrove, our third quarter sponsor. Again, if you need personal business insurance, check out Todd Hargrove, State Farm Insurance, down on the square in Georgetown. We'll step aside and take a quick break. Georgetown Eagle football on SHN Sports will continue after this.
This is Taco Williams, defensive back.
This is RJ Moreno, running back.
This is Noah Drum, wide receiver.
This is Mason Meyer, defensive end.
This is Johnny Knight, defensive back.
This is Dylan Cahill, slot receiver.
This is Gage Leggett, defensive back, and you're listening to Georgetown Eagle football on SHN Sports.
Have you seen the culture around youth sports lately? The short-sighted, sometimes ugly win-at-all-cost attitude has driven many kids away from wanting to participate. At Positive Coaching Alliance Central Texas, we believe that sports is an amazing way for kids to learn crucial life lessons, how to react to winning, coping with disappointment, and improving through effort. Come join PCA, Central Texas movement to create a healthy sports environment. Visit pca-centraltx.org.
Back in action here from Georgetown High School on a third down and 12. Griffin able to complete the pass at the 40. First down for Hutto. Big third downs for Georgetown. They haven't been able to hold, though, Kelly.
Yeah, on that pattern, they sent the X receiver right across the middle, just drag route across the middle, and the other routes had cleared out that middle part, so between the hashes was wide open. First down.
11:36 to go, just underway in the fourth quarter. Thanks for joining us. Hutto leading, and they have the ball here in Georgetown, 35-14 on the Eagle. 38 on a first and 10. Handoff to Waibuko on the left side, and Waibuko will pick up a few. It'll be second down and long.
They've done a good job of containing him, but Hutto's got other weapons available, but they've done a good job on him in the second half.
8th possession of the night for the Hutto Hippos.
Who's that limping for Hutto? And number 8. Limping a little bit. It seems to be all right.
Second down and 8 from the Georgetown 36. Griffin all day, accurate pass. Waibuko, it's incomplete. What a play by the Eagles as he had it at the 5 and got drilled and lost it.
Is that Gage Leggett on that play?
May have been Gager out there.
Yeah, he saw that play coming. Waibuko was wide open over the middle, and he just shot across to try to make the play and did a great job knocking that ball loose.
Kelly, here we go again. The rhetorical call. A big third down for Georgetown defense. 3rd and 8. Hutto on the Georgetown 36. If they don't convert, you know they're going to go for it here in no man's land. Yeah. Griffin up over on the screen, has his man, broke through a tackle, has the first down, and finally angles his way to the hash mark, drug out of bounds around the 23. Call it the 23-yard line, out of bounds.
Yeah,
goodness gracious.
Eagles had it stopped, just couldn't make the tackle. Broke one tackle, and then he's free for 7 or 8 more yards after that.
10:32, clock stops as he goes out of bounds. Hippos leading 35-14.
Can't give up points here.
A tough matchup here for Georgetown in their first district game. Handoff, this time a new running back spinning around up the middle on the left hash mark into the hands of the running back Jalen Mays, a senior. And the senior there will pick up about 6 on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 4 from the 23.
Hutto be just fine with the clock running on those plays. They've had the success all through the game running it, not as much as second half, but gained 5 yards, 6 yards on first down.
Under 10 minutes here in the final frame, 35-14. Waibuko has the ball, dodging through defenders, and he's finally smacked down, but he's got a first down at the 11. On the left side, Waibuko, first down.
Broke one tackle, but had the attention of that second defender and made the stop. In the red zone.
It's a Georgetown Eagle team that lost 3 games last year. They've lost their first one to Stephenville last week. Trying to find some life here, trailing 35-14. First down and 10 from the 12 is Griffin, and that pass is blocked and broken up at the line. Great job by the Georgetown defense.
Yeah, pass was swatted down by number 48 for the Eagles.
That would be Mr. Braden Hargrove. That's Linnell's from State Farm. Not the same Hargrove, though. Linnell works for Todd Hargrove. Her last name is Hargrove, but they're not married. And that's her son out there, so thank you, Linnell.
He made a great play on that one. Anticipated where that ball was going from the quarterback, just held his block long enough.
2nd down and 10 from the 12. Griffin passes over to Waibuko on the right side. Waibuko dancing through defenders at the 10, but not much of a gain there. Now they'll go ahead and give him about 4. They can get the first down, Kelly, at the 2. Clock running. It'll be 3rd down and manageable for Hutto. They got a long 7 to go. A manageable 7, though, if you're a Hutto Hippo.
Yeah, with the success they've had on those quick passes, I look for them to send Waibuko in to clear those linebackers out, maybe try something in the middle or in the corner of the end zone.
9 minutes to go in the game. 3rd and 7 for Hutto. Spread out wide, nobody in the backfield this time. Low snap, Griffin has all day. Over the middle, and it's
tipped out the back.
Tipped out, no good. Great job by the Georgetown defense. Hutto's going to go for a field goal here, a manageable field goal for their kicker, who has been great tonight on those extra points, R.J. Price.
Yeah, Chase Griffin tried to split 2 defenders, and one of the defenders got a hand on the ball and knocked it away. So it was a good play by the Georgetown defense to hold them to a field goal attempt.
4th quarter action brought to you by the Bobby Rogers family. Trey, Amy, and Lindsay. Also, if you're interested in any vehicle, we'll get to it in a minute here, this field goal 27-yard attempt is up, and it is good. 27 yards makes it 38-14. Kelly, I'll let you talk this one over.
Yeah, Bobby Rogers, that's actually the Leggett's grandfather. Yep. Amy and Lindsay, also the Bobby Rogers family sponsoring this 4th quarter action. Trey, Amy, and Lindsay. Also, if you're interested in any vehicle, give Bobby a call at 806-632-9846. And we appreciate the Rogers family for that sponsorship, and say hello to Bobby. Hope to see you soon, my friend.
We're waving at Bobby there.
Hi, Bobby.
Nathan will get us. We're waving at Bobby. Hello, Bobby.
Hi,
we
Bobby.
Appreciate you, Bobby. The Bobby Rogers family appreciate all that Bobby does and his wonderful family.
We'll be up in Lubbock soon. See the whole Rogers family.
That's right. I wanted to go see Baylor and Tech play, but I've been blessed with an opportunity to MC the Come Hell or High Water concert series that helps benefit hurricane victims. Started last year with Hurricane Harvey. Joellen Lyons and a lot of great folks in Georgetown making that possible. You can hear more about that, by the way, on Wednesday morning on Good Morning Georgetown with myself and Ken Covington. That on 106.7 FM starting at 7 a.m. Joellen will be on at 8 a.m. Wednesday morning. Please join us to learn more about that.
That's a good show. I listen.
I appreciate it, man. We just yak about anything.
Yeah.
Kickoff here from left to right, fielded by Georgetown on the right side at the 30 marker on the numbers. And a big hit there for the Hippos.
Well, time to see if Georgetown can get something going offensively again. They had a great first drive, put points on the board, but since then the Hutto defense has stiffened and kept them out of the end zone.
Georgetown will start here on their 8th possession of the night. They're running out of time. 8:41 to go, trailing 38-14. The ball on their own 31-yard line. Appreciate the fine camera work of David England tonight, also chiming in from time to time. Appreciate you, David. First down and 10 from his own 31 is Seosin on the right hash. Hard count. Seosin passing over left side, way short of Drum. A little miscommunication there. Drum incomplete at the 45.
Yeah, I think Jackson was expecting Drum to come back to that when he threw it off that back shoulder, but wasn't there.
Jackson, a tough kid. He got a little banged up earlier in the season, and quarterback, he always takes a hit here and there.
Well, he wasn't shy about lowering his helmet in a run right before the half. So
he has not slid at all tonight. Second down and 10 from his own 31. Empty backfield this time. 2 receivers to either side. Pass over to Noah Drum, and Drum loses it. And a little chit-chat going on out there as Drum got smacked on the left side. And he and Brock Bueno having a little conversation for a few moments.
Yeah, the kids have all done a good job tonight of not letting it get too out of hand, but there's going to be some words.
Bueno's probably asking, hey, how are those burgers over at Burger University where you have those coaches show? I bet that's what they were talking about.
Probably.
Third down and 10, empty back. Oh, there is one back behind Seosin. On the 31-yard line, Georgetown trying to convert a big third down here on the offense. Hutto showing blitz, and they bring it in. Diving over defenders. That's going to give Seosin a lane. Seosin angling in between, and the first time he slid tonight will be a first down at the 42-yard line. We just talked about it. He hasn't slid that he finally does tonight. Gets the first down, though.
Well, there was a route open over the middle, but Seosin started getting some pressure. Didn't have time to hit that route. Didn't open up quick enough, but Seosin scrambled, got the first down. A little slide for you because he was reading it. Safe.
First down, and he's using his baseball skills. First down and 10 from his own 42 now on the left hash. Nobody behind him. Seosin this time is going to be sacked in the backfield for a loss. He was trying to carry it there, but they're going to consider that a sack since he was behind the line of scrimmage at the 41.
Yeah, designed run there for Seosin, but Hutto sniffed it out all over it.
Time running down here, Kelly. 7:43 to go. Georgetown trails 38-14.
Yeah, they're going to have to start taking some chances down the field now.
We'll talk more about a few more of our sponsors before this one gets away from us here. Second down and 11 from their own 41. Seosin has a back behind him. Instead, he will pass, gets a block from X. Seosin going to have to tuck and run here. Still trying to find his way forward and getting up, but he is slammed down for another sack around the 36. They may have given him forward progress, though, as he was angling to that right hash mark. They're going to give him the forward progress to the 38.
Yeah, one of the Hutto defenders had him held up, and number 40, Jacob Berry, came in and laid a pretty good lick on Jackson, but he popped right back up.
Georgetown Eagle football continuing here. 6:55 to go. Georgetown third down and 14. Last time action, Jackson had the first down. Man, if you say that, you get the Sean Connery tone. Third and 14 from his own 38. Seosin, and a flag flies. Maybe a free play for Georgetown, and Seosin's just going to throw this one away. We'll see what the call is here. Before we get that call, we'll go ahead and thank one of our sponsors here, Georgetown Jewelry. Football on SHN Sports, brought to you in part by Ricky Poe, owner of Georgetown Jewelry. Specializing in custom jewelry, bridal, watches, repairs, appraisals, buyers of gold, silver, coins, and more. Georgetown Jewelry since 2013. Drop by the Williamsburg Village Shopping Center in Georgetown or visit them online at georgetownjewelry.com. Well, what was the call there? Offsides.
Yeah, offsides.
3rd and 9, manageable now for Georgetown. 3rd down and 9 from his own 43. The hard count almost drew another offsides by Hutto there on that left defensive line. 2 receivers split to either side in a wing. And X-Man, the X-Factor, the back standing at the 35. Hutto showed blitz. Now they pulled off of it. Siosin over the middle, and it is incomplete. At the 40-yard line, intended receiver was Andrew Denyer.
Yeah, 2 Hutto defenders got hands on that ball. Number 40 tipped it, then the cornerback almost got the pick.
Georgetown too far backed up here, and they don't want to see any more damage on the scoreboard, so they're going to bring in their punting unit. Clough will punt this one away from around his own 30. And Waibuko set back to receive on the left hash at his 25. 6:34 to go. Hippos leading 38-14. As Clough will punt this one away here in just a few moments. Kelly DeVoll, who you going to call? And the punt is up and away. This will be returnable as no fair catch was called by Waibuko. And there goes his fast Stanyard, and he will get knocked out of bounds on the 25-yard line on the right side. Stanyard, what is that? Did I just make up a word?
I think so. I liked it, though.
It sounded kind of football-y talky.
It was a good word.
Like football-y talky.
That did not sound.
No, not at all.
Football-ish.
Oh, my goodness. 6:22 to go. We're having fun tonight. Wow. Shout out to our friends over at FanStan ATX and also 1370 AM here in the house at Georgetown High School. Appreciate you, Snoop. Got any score updates, Kelly?
Yeah, Cedar Park's up 41-6. They've widened that lead on Conley. Pflugerville and Rouse are in a dogfight at 27-23 in the fourth quarter. Eastview is no update on their score. Still 31-7 at halftime there.
9th possession for Hutto tonight, their second one here of this fourth quarter. Starting out on their own 25-yard line. Griffin, who has been lights out tonight, standing in shotgun at his own 25. Low snap, Griffin will pass over, has his man on the right side, trying to spin around, and brought down for a loss on the play was DJ Baptist. I was worried about Baptist coming into this game. Georgetown's been able to contain him. It's been Waibuko who's been the story as always.
Yeah, they had to call his name tonight, but this Georgetown defense doing a much better job in this second half, swarming to the football. They missed a couple of tackles on that one crucial drive, but they've done a lot better job in this second half chasing the football.
Cone Ward, the defensive back there, making the play on that left side for Georgetown. 2nd down and 11 from his own 24. Griffin all day again. Right side, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver there around the 30 was Eli Riesler. Oh, I looked at the wrong one. That's Georgetown's. I'm out of it, man. It's Gerard Bealey with the incomplete pass. Thank you, Kelly.
It's funny. There's 5 kids on this Georgetown team that were on my Pop Warner team when I coached. So it's fun watching these kids grow up. The beauty of this community.
Timeout on the field by Hutto. We'll go ahead and thank some more of our sponsors as I send it over to Kelly.
I want to thank Minuteman Press again. Minuteman Press in Georgetown's proud supporter of Georgetown Eagles and Eastview Patriot football on SHN Sports. For all your design, printing, and promotional needs, Minuteman Press is your one-stop shop for all your marketing products and services. Minuteman Press can be found online at www.mmptx.com. Thank you, Ty Gibson and Minuteman Press, for your generous support in helping make these broadcasts possible. We also want to thank Georgetown Interstate Transmission and Auto Repair. They support Georgetown Eagle and Eastview Patriot football as well here in Georgetown. For general maintenance and automotive repairs performed by ASE certified techs, drop by Georgetown Interstate Transmission and Auto Repair next to Mel's Lone Star Lanes. You can visit them online at georgetownautorepair.com. Thanks, Joe Bob and Georgetown Interstate Transmission, for your generous support of our broadcasts.
3rd down and 11 for Hutto. 5:45 to go. The Hippos lead Georgetown 38-14 here at Birkelbach. Griffin in shotgun, has the stance, has his receiver at the 30, and brought down well short of the first down. Great job by that Georgetown Eagle defense. The receiver there for Hutto was Chooks Ubako. That'll force a punt here. And set back to receive is Noah Drum around the 45.
Well, I think Georgetown will be in hurry up the rest of the night.
Yeah.
2-minute drill with 5 minutes left.
Brock Bueno set to punt this one away. Kick is up. It's a low one, and Drum is just going to move out of the way and let that ball pum. It's Drum to the 42. It's always Christmas up here when Noah's playing. Joshua Harris laughing. You know, we had a great Southwestern broadcast, even though the Pirates lost 77-7. And Josh, UMHB graduate up here saying, what was that score? But I got to tell you, though, man, I'm always proud of all the kids, no matter the score. Proud of those Georgetown Southwestern Pirate guys. We had them on the show. You talk about Coach Austin, a fearless coach that's going to come back. We're traveling all the way to Alpine to play Sul Ross State tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Catch that one on SHN.
My dad's alma mater, Sul Ross.
9th possession for Georgetown tonight. They'll start on their own 42-yard line. Siosin, nobody behind him, passing over left side and in and out of the reach of his intended receiver, Isaiah Fillmore.
Little too quick there. Trying to try something down the field. They've kind of gotten away from those quick hits out on the edges, but trying to move the ball down the field a little faster now.
Fillmore this time will line up on the right side, along with triplets. One of those out there as well as Andrew Denyer. Next to Denyer as the triplet is Noah Drum. No receivers to the left. 2nd down and 10 from his own 42 is Siosin. Siosin hand off to his back. It is on his way, spinning around left side to the 50. Nice, healthy run on that play by Javante Rodan. We need to see more of Rodan. We really do.
Yeah, he's a shifty little back.
Third down and 2 for the Eagles on the 50. Siosin going to keep it here. Dodges through 2 defenders, lowers his head. Wow, what a move by Siosin to get the first down at the 46.
Tackle was missed in the backfield, gave Siosin an opportunity to gain the first down.
Got him.
A great run.
First down and 10 for the Eagles on the 46-yard line now of Hutto. Siosin will keep it, and this time Siosin had nowhere to go. He's dropped for a loss in the backfield, Kelly.
Looks like Georgetown's content with just running their offense and getting some reps to it, because trying to catch up on this score is not going to happen like this. So,
Cade Lachlan checking back into the game as a receiver. He'll line up on the right side. I keep seeing that Baylor logo down there on the field. That may not be helping Georgetown this year, and I'm a Baylor fan. 2nd down and 12 from the Hutto 48. Incomplete pass on the right side. That should have been caught.
Yeah, you could tell from the coach's reaction up here.
Yeah, it's Cade Lachlan there, and he was incomplete at the 45. It'll be 3rd down and a long 12, Kelly.
Yeah, at this point in the game, those drops are just killers.
Georgetown showing some glimpses here tonight, but struggling against this powerhouse Hutto team. We knew it was going to be a challenge, and tonight they're facing their toughest challenge here to start this season. 3rd and 12 from the 48. Pass over Siosin. Did he have his man complete? He did. It's caught 1 yard shy of the first down there on the right side to Noah Drum. Good catch there by Drum.
Yeah, I wasn't sure he caught it, but they kept running the clock. I thought he got out of bounds, but apparently he didn't. So
Moreno will check back in. Rodan will head over to the bench now. Moreno will be the back here on a 4th down and 1. Expect this to go to RJ. Or with the way that Siosin's been playing tonight, let him keep it. 4th down and 1 from the 37 of Hutto. In motion from bottom to top is Denyer, and it is Siosin on the keeper, and Siosin will dive forward and have the first down at the 34.
There he was, that fake to the receiver that was in motion coming across, held that linebacker just long enough for Siosin to get across and gain a couple of yards and get the first down.
Cade Lachlan back onto the field for Georgetown. Trips to the left, spread out. One receiver all alone to the right on a 1st down and 10 from the Hutto 34. Georgetown trails 38-14 at the 2:14 mark in this game. Seosin passing over and well short of his intended receiver, Denyer, around the 33-yard line, incomplete. It's one of those that maybe better he didn't complete it, because if he did, he may have got lit, and that wouldn't have been no gain anyways.
Yeah, and that clock would have continued to run.
Clock stopped, 2:08. Again, Hutto leading here in Georgetown, 38-14 on the Kelly DeVoll SHN debut night.
My first.
2nd down and 10. Seosin standing at the 40, great protection. Thought he was going to Denyer, instead goes over to Fillmore on the left hash, and Fillmore powering his way forward. He'll have a 1st down for the Eagles at the 24. Great extra effort by Isaiah Fillmore.
Yeah, Isaiah did a great job of concentrating on that ball with another receiver's hand in the air, but able to get the 1st down. Great catch.
We'll be able to go back and watch that one on the video after midnight tonight as he dodged through several defenders to get that 1st down for the Eagles. 1st and 10, threatening the red zone now in the Hutto 24. Movement there by Georgetown on the right side, and that'll be a false start. David, how you hanging out there, man? I like to disturb David and see if the camera will start shaking.
Hutto offsides.
Hutto was offsides. Okay.
Yeah, no free play there, but
neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, it's tough game, but it's nice to see them still, moving it down the field. They've still got a minute 40. It'd be really great for them to get it in the end zone.
1st down and 5 for the Eagles now here on the Hutto 19 in the red zone. Seosin over the middle. Almost it is. It's intercepted. It was tipped up into the air and back to another player, and Hutto will have the interception. Helmets fly off. Interception at the 10-yard line. That is unfortunate for Seosin. Did you see that, Kelly? It was tipped up by a Hutto player into the hands of his teammate. You'll see it after midnight on the replay.
Yeah,
watch this.
The receiver was open, too, just a little bit underthrown. And the linebacker made a great play jumping up and tipping that ball. I don't think Seosin ever saw him trying to throw it on the line, put a little air under it. Oh, that's deflating.
Every drive tonight for Georgetown, when they get in the red zone, they have struggled. They've had one. The other one was a long pass, a 44-yard dagger over to Drum. So that doesn't count as a red zone. 38-14, your score, 1:23 to go. Hats off to Hutto. This team came in here. They are going to be a force to be reckoned with. They'll improve to 5-0 as Chooks is – that is not Chooks, actually. That is number 22, who's been running his lights out tonight. A great young man as well, Kimball, Makai Kimball. Man, this is an excellent group of athletes here at Hutto. You got to just give your hats off to these young students and the great work that they are doing.
Yeah, these kids have really – this whole program has just grown into one of the top programs in the area. And, Hutto hasn't been around that long at this level, 5A, but they have really created a program that is consistently a top program.
Hand off to Kimball again here on a 1st down and 10 from his own 30 on the left hash as he runs it up the gut. The clock at 42 seconds and ticking. Well, friends, stay with us at the end of this one. We will have final stats and more. I know that you'll want to stick around for that. Those stats coming from the hand of Galen Wilnicki. We appreciate him. Joshua Harris up here tonight running the scoreboard. Of course, Georgetown Eagle football brought to you and presented by Oak Ridge Disciple House here on SHN Sports. Joshua, our presenting sponsor with Oak Ridge. We appreciate them. And great sportsmanship here as Hutto's Chase Griffin will take a knee. And, man, you have got to give your hats off to the look at the Georgetown players. David, zoom in on that. The Georgetown players giving Chase Griffin a hug. My goodness, taco going up.
That's great to see. They know he's a great athlete. He doesn't have the offers for no reason.
That's just amazing to see.
I like seeing that between these kids.
Absolutely.
I really do.
Your final as we end this one, 38-14. Hutto coming in, taking care of business. They'll improve to 1-0 in district play. Georgetown falls to 0-1. They drop 2 in a row as Georgetown will now fall to 3-2 overall in the season. Congratulations to a Hutto team who came in here tonight, took care of business. We appreciate the Hutto fans who joined us here on SHN Sports. But stay with us. We'll have those halftime stats and more. Don't go anywhere, folks. Georgetown Eagle football on SHN Sports will continue in just a few moments.
Have you seen the culture around youth sports lately? The short-sighted, sometimes ugly win-at-all-cost attitude has driven many kids away from wanting to participate. At Positive Coaching Alliance Central Texas, we believe that sports is an amazing way for kids to learn crucial life lessons, how to react to winning, coping with disappointment, and improving through effort. Come join PCA, Central Texas movement to create a healthy sports environment. Visit pca-centraltx.org.
Georgetown Eagle football on SHN Sports brought to you by Pregame Insurance Group, located in Central Texas, an insurance provider servicing clients in all 50 states. Pregame Insurance Group is designed to fit your insurance needs and help you manage potential risks, offering a wide variety of insurance premiums and more, and products for business and personal needs. Pregame Insurance Group has you covered. For more information, go visit my friend Doug Groves, Gene Lawhon over at Pregame Insurance Group, online www.pigbcs.com. Again, www.pigbcs.com. Thank you to Doug Groves, Pregame Insurance Group, for sponsoring Georgetown Eagle football on SHN Sports. Georgetown Eagle football also made possible in part by Georgetown Jewelry. Football on SHN Sports brought to you by Ricky Poe, owner of Georgetown Jewelry, specializing in custom jewelry, bridal, watches, repairs, appraisals, and are buyers of gold, silver coins, and more. Georgetown Jewelry since 2013. Drop by the Williamsburg Village Shopping Center in Georgetown or visit them online at georgetownjewelry.com. Also, our friends at Minuteman Press, a proud supporter of Georgetown Eagle and Eastview Patriot football and SHN Sports. For all of your design, printing, and promotional needs, Minuteman Press is your one-stop shop for all of your marketing products and services. Minuteman Press can be found online at www.mmptx.com. Thank you to Ty Gibson, Minuteman Press, for your generous support in helping make these broadcasts possible. Also, Georgetown Interstate Transmission and Auto Repair, supporting Georgetown Eagle and Eastview Patriot football in Georgetown. For general maintenance and automotive repairs performed by ASE certified techs, drop by Georgetown Interstate Transmission and Auto Repair next to Mel's Lone Star Lanes. You can visit them online at georgetownautorepair.com. Thank you, Joe Bob, with Georgetown Interstate Transmission and Auto Repair. And last but not least, of course, the Oak Ridge Disciple House, our presenting sponsor. Thank you to Oak Ridge and Joshua Harris. The Oak Ridge Disciple House, a faith-based Christian character building ministry that helps men 18 and older overcome substance abuse addiction through a well-planned and structured program. If you or someone you know is struggling to overcome their addiction, the Oak Ridge Disciple House can help. Please visit them online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Again, thank you to Joshua Harris and the Oak Ridge Disciple House for your generous support of Georgetown Eagle football and SHN Sports. We'll take another quick break. Stats coming. Stay with us. Georgetown Eagle postgame continues. Welcome back to Georgetown Eagle football on SHN Sports. A final thank you to three of our last sponsors. Georgetown Jewelry. Football on SHN Sports is brought to you in part by Ricky Poe, owner of Georgetown Jewelry. Georgetown Jewelry specializing in custom jewelry, bridal, watches, repairs, appraisals, and buyers of gold, silver, coins, and more. I like that, Ricky. You're an awesome guy. We appreciate you. Georgetown Jewelry since 2013. Drop by the Williamsburg Village Shopping Center in Georgetown or visit them online at georgetownjewelry.com.
And my friend Ty Gibson at Minuteman Press. Minuteman Press in Georgetown is a proud supporter of Georgetown Eagle football and Eastview Patriot football on SHN Sports. For all your design and printing and promotional needs, Minuteman Press is your one-stop shop for all of your marketing products and services. Minuteman Press can be found at www.mmptx. Thank you, my buddy Ty Gibson, for helping us out, sponsoring us, and for your support. Also, we want to thank Georgetown Interstate Transmission Auto Repair. They support Georgetown Eagle football and Eastview Patriot football for general maintenance and automotive repairs performed by ASE-certified techs. Drop by Georgetown Interstate Transmission and Auto Repair next to Mel's Lone Star Lanes. You can visit them online at georgetownautorepair.com. Thank you, Joe Bob, with Georgetown Interstate Transmission and Auto Repair, for your generous support of high school football in Georgetown.
For your generous
support.
I tell you what, man, Ty Gibson, Blake Nichols, and all those guys. But Ty, man, you do so much for the Georgetown community. It means a lot to us. We appreciate you. As Rob Hipp here, joined by my good friend Kelly. Kelly, man, what a blessing to have you up here, partner.
Well, it's been fun, man. Thanks for having me up here.
Appreciate you. Looking forward to the rest of the season. We look at the final stats here. First downs for both teams, 20 apiece. Hutto goes 25 yards or 25 carries for 183 yards. Georgetown 35 carries for 152 yards. Passing 176 to 187 for Georgetown. The quarterback 16 to 23. Griffin, no interceptions. Georgetown Seosin 18 for 29, one pick. Total yardage for Hutto, 359. For Georgetown, 339. No fumbles for Hutto. Georgetown lost 2. Did they lose 2 fumbles? They fumbled twice. They didn't lose them, so I beg your pardon on that. Penalties, 5 for 35 for Hutto. Georgetown, 4 for 20. And Georgetown punting the ball away 3 times. Hutto punting the away ball 4. Seosin goes 17 for 64 in the rushing game. Torres 6 for 23. Moreno 7 for 33. Rodan, we got to see more of Rodan. I mean, I'm not the coach, but we have got to see more of Rodan. That young man can run the ball again tonight. 3 carries, 28 yards. He should have got some more touches, in my opinion. That's just me up here. I'm not the coach. I can't do that work.
That's why we're up here, Rob.
That's why we're up here. But we appreciate what the coaches do. We're definitely not trying to be the coach, but it would be nice to see him a little bit more. Wabuko goes 11 carries, 96 yards. Griffin 4 for 28 and 7 for 52 for their other back. For Kimball, beg your pardon there. Thank you. 18 to 29 and 1 for Hutto, 187. And Griffin, I beg your pardon, 18, 29 and 1 for Seosin. Griffin for Hutto, 16, 23 and 0. Those are your final numbers. A great job tonight, though, by the Hutto. You got to give your hats off. So back to the Hutto country. We really appreciate the hospitality and just the good folks there in Hutto. And you saw the sportsmanship. You got to talk about Georgetown getting up. I mean, half those players getting up at the end of that and giving Griffin a hug. That is truly amazing.
Yeah, it's good to see that these kids play with sportsmanship. And like I said earlier in the broadcast, these kids have grown up playing ball together, playing ball against each other, so they know each other. And for Georgetown, the score's not what you want it to be, but this had a dramatically different feel than last week, and there's a lot that they can take from this as they're going into district. 6-team district, still wide open. Playoffs are still an option. So there's a lot that they're going to be able to watch on this film, take back with them and build on it because they did some good things. You look at the stats, and they held on to the ball well, a couple of drops, but there's a lot to build on for Georgetown. And, of course, Hutto, they're going to be at the top of the district, but the Eagles still have a shot at the playoffs. There's everything they want left on the table in front of them, so they'll be able to take some stuff from this game. Much different feel than last week.
Well, Georgetown starts the season with the 2 toughest opponents in District 11 5A D1. You talk about Hutto here tonight and then Cedar Park next week. You're playing the 2 best teams in the district. Right. That's why I've been saying all along this season, I really believe Cedar Park's going to be – well, after tonight, we'll see. Really what happens, whatever we see between Hutto and Cedar Park is going to tell the tale. But it's either going to be Hutto and Cedar Park at the top. Georgetown, I believe, is going to finish 3rd. But a tough district, and they've got their biggest 2 toughest games in district right off the bat.
Right.
You kind of want those maybe at the end, but that's the way it worked this year, Kelly.
No, it's not. And after the loss last week to Stephenville and the way that happened, these kids could have laid down. And they obviously didn't. They came out playing hard. They continued to play hard. They could have laid down at halftime.
Yep.
But they came out, drove down the field, scored on their first play. There's a lot of good that's coming. Relatively young team, so they've got a lot to build on. Next week, they'll give Cedar Park everything they've got. So it should be a great game.
38-14, your final here from Georgetown, Texas. Kelly, again, appreciate you, partner. Looking forward to being on the call next week as well. So special shout-out also to Michael Francis, debuting over at Gerald tonight alongside Thomas Montemayor. Appreciate you. On behalf of everyone here at our SHN family, For Kelly DeVoll, Nathan Height, Galen Welnicki, Joshua Harris from the Oak Ridge Disciple House, David England operating camera tonight, I'm Rob Hipp, wishing you well tonight. Remember, friends, as I end every broadcast, we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there tonight needs you. Remember, join us also tomorrow as we leave. Man, we're going to get up and be out of here by 7 a.m. We're taking the bus. Thank you to Mac Hike. And there with the Trey, I can't even talk. I'm so tired right now. Terry Leggett. We appreciate you, Terry Leggett. Mac Hike there from the Fleet Division providing transportation to us. So join us tomorrow. I know you don't want to make the 6-7 hour drive, so if you can't, watch us online. We'll have Southwestern football coverage as well. Again, good night. God bless from Georgetown, Texas. So long, everyone.